Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi all.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Hope everybody's well.
Yeah, not too bad. Well, been better, but yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah, I was missing on the last show, so it's great to be back.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, where was you?
I was at work. They're trying to get us in the night now, so
We'll let you off.
Yeah. We'll let you off.
We will.
okay. Well, I'll go through the chat.
Oh, it's changed. I was hoping Mark's was still going to be the same.
All right.
Wow.
Let's get eating.
No, I changed it back.
Well, Steve 131, evening all.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And we'll have Dave Mack. Good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, guys. Have a great stream.
Hi, Dave.
Dave, Matt.
Thank you.
Hi, Dave, Matt. Thank you.
And Dave Mack says good evening to Steve 131. And we'll have myself, Dave, Mark, and Horlixs all saying we hope you like the new layout.
Yeah, let's hope you do.
And we'll have Dave Mack. It's going to be a great new intro.
Thank you, Dave, Matt.
And we have Ash, evening over.
Good evening, Ash.
Evening,
And we'll have Dave Mack with, like I said, a great new intro.
Thank you.
And we'll have Steve Owen in. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Steve.
Hi,
And
Steve.
Hi, Steve. And Dave Mack says evening, Ash. And I'll store it there. And talking about Steve Owen, I think we'll have a couple of Facebook emails.
Yes, so...
Right. Just one thing, I'm not going to be able to do chat tonight because for some reason it's not coming up on my StreamYard on the comment section.
Okay.
Why don't you back out and come back in?
I'll try.
Yeah, while Mark's doing that. So the main difference is now, as we mentioned last week, is we're no longer broadcasting to the MCC UK Facebook YouTube channel. Let's see if Mark is back.
I'm back. Yeah, it's coming up now. I called earlier on Carl's stream. Computer just went funny with StreamYard for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe there's a thingy.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so the main difference is that we're not going onto the MCC UK YouTube channel anymore. So this is going out to my channel, Mark's channel, DS Ronald's channel, and Geordie Dave's channel at the moment. So whoever's on the show, it will go out to there. And then if any guests want to come in at some point throughout the evening, I'm going to be putting the link up a little bit later. You're welcome to join. We'll obviously vet first before anyone comes in to make sure we know you and everything. And you're welcome to just send it off to your channel as well if you want to, because the option will be up the top for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously we've done new intro, some slightly new graphics, just to freshen things up a little bit. So yeah, that's it for that. So we do have a couple of emails. So I'm just going to bring them up now. Bless you.
I'll be like that all day.
I've been like it for a week or more.
Okay, so this is the first email that we've had through. I actually got this the other day. I think it was yesterday. So this is from Ash.
Wow.
Who is in the chat. So thank you, Ash.
Lovely.
This is a few images of his completed builds. He's currently still working on the landing craft and the Sherman tank, and it's taking ages.
Yeah.
But these are some of the images of his completed builds.
And if I remember rightly, the 176 scale as well, aren't they?
Yes. Oh,
Looks like.
nice.
Well,
Nice
we've
to be able to work, especially on vehicles.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll take this tidy.
And I can notice on here, he's done a bit of weathering, and you can see some of the dark, some of the detail and the rivets, and really good. So thank you for sending that through. This is one of a plane. I'm not really sure on my plane, so I wouldn't know what it is, but
Is it a 109?
Looking from what I say, like 109 or I think so, unless it's the wings I'm looking at, 109 or a Stuka. Depends whether them wings are gold winged.
Yeah.
No. Why? Depends whether their wings are gold winged. If it's a twin seater, it's a Stuka. Could be a 109.
so there's that one.
Nice plane.
What's a little tank here?
Oh, a red star. So is that Chinese? Is it Japanese?
Chinese.
That looks cool.
Russian T20.
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure. But see some of the details on there. It's really good, and very good. Again, he's picked out like the rivets on there and
looks
the
grand.
details. So that's really good. And then we've got this one.
Oh, First World War.
Yeah, very nice.
I
like the World War One tanks. British World War One. What did they call them? Tommy tank or something? Or I can't remember what. No, they had a nickname for them, for the tank.
Tractor. A tractor engine in.
It's not a tank me baby tank me, is it? So it's I don't know what it'll be, but that's not the word I was looking for. What's that ship that was going to be named after David Attenborough?
What, the Bertie McBurtface?
Yeah, Tanky Mac Tankface. Isn't that, is it?
No.
But
there was a nickname for him.
I can't remember it. It may come up sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's another image there.
Yeah. And obviously it's a gun carriage it's towing as well. For a static gun.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, so that is them. And then we've got Steve-O has sent some images in. So let me go back. So,
it's one of those. I was going to get one of them. Oh, no, I see.
Look at this, eh?
So, hi everyone. Some more models to show this month. This is the Airfix Quick Build Boris Master, but done as what could be if these vehicles came into the second-hand market.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, Steve? Because I've seen somebody building it and they found loads of faults on the scratches and all that on the glass and stuff like that. So what put us off buying?
Are they're about £30 odd, are they? Something like that.
Well, he's $24.99 in Phoenix.
All right, so they're fairly affordable then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Quite a large model compared to the other quick builds.
I was going to say, quite a large one from what I've seen of it. And then, of course, that one that Steve has done just there is a one-off. Nobody else has done one, so
because he's painted into their colours.
very good. Yeah, B Network of Manchester.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. I love it. I love it when people do that. Take the bull by the horns and actually do something. To a standard model, just to make it different and to make it a one-off as well. So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely job. Good indeed. Yeah, I love all the adverts and everything.
It looks nice in the yellow colours.
It does, yeah. It looks a lot better in yellow than it does in red, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what do you call that? Buzzy McBuzzface?
It's Boris Buzz. Dave doesn't like the Boris Buzz, so do you, Dave?
No, I don't like them.
You don't know Boris Buzz, are you?
No, I don't like them.
It's supposed to be the modern route master.
Supposed to be, yeah. Yeah, Buzzy McBuckface. Buzzface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Boris face.
Okay. So thank you for sending those in. And then we've got another one. There we go. So this is number 2 email. Is a model done for Greater Manchester Transport Collector, which is EFE repaint into Daimler Fleet Line with Alexander bodywork.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if I had a body like that, I'd be chuffed.
The Alexander bodywork was very famous coming out on the Daimler Fleet Lines in the 1960s, early 70s. And East Yorkshire actually had a fleet of them that were originally destined for Western Welsh. So there was red, and quite close to where I used to live when I was a youngster, there was a garage called Anlaby Common, and it was like the main painting place for East Yorkshire buses and the main garage also for any mechanical work. So back in the day, 19 J Reg, whatever that is, 69, 70, 71, something like that. There was a fleet of about 10 of these Daimler Fleet Lines with them style of bodywork that actually came to East Yorkshire's garage in Anlaby. And yeah, me and my dad went to see them once they'd been painted, and then my dad got the job of driving them around town once they'd come into service. And yeah, there was a lovely, lovely bus. But some of them, for some reason, in other companies, some of them were not as well built, especially those that didn't have the Alexander bodywork. So, but yeah, the mechanics
they've done the Leyland with that body and all, didn't they?
Yeah, the mechanics liked them a lot, whereas they didn't like the other style of Daimler Fleet Lines, but they definitely did like that style. So, and now there is no East Yorkshire ones left. Unfortunately, nobody preserved one, and a lot of people have said, "Isn't it a shame that there isn't one left for East Yorkshire that was at ex-East Yorkshire?"
Yeah, they had the Leylands up here in Newcastle.
Yeah,
I think that Daimler has as well, but I think a lot of them were the Leyland. Alexander body Leylands.
yeah.
I've got one in my cabinet.
There wasn't a lot to choose from by sight on the road. You know, it was either a Daimler Fleet Line or a Leyland Atlantean that was coming towards you. It was one or the other. And quite often you had to get a look at the badge on the front if it said Daimler or not. Most often there was not named on the front where the Leyland ones, and if there was, the badges were that small you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, quite often you have to look at the back end of them as well, where they said Leyland right across the bushel there, right across its back end, and that's what it's called. It's bushel that's sticking out at the back there because that's where the engine was. Yeah, brilliant model, Steve. Love it.
Yeah, really good. As all of them.
Yeah, brilliant model. Just looking, Steve, I'd see if that's got a... Is that a B registered? So that would make it 64. But no, I think it's just AGA 1098, is it?
Yeah.
On the reg number. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there would have been round about the J registered mark. I think is that 71? 70, 71, I don't know.
ANA 6628.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good indeed. And
Yeah.
Again, they look totally different again with the backdrop of Steve-O's buildings.
Mm.
And worthwhile doing.
Really good. Okay, so I'll just check to make sure there's no more emails. No, that's it. So that's the emails through. So thank you very much for sending them through. And you'll notice that just below me here is the email address permanently on screen now. So that is the email to send any images through.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick up some of this trapped. Dave Mack goes, hi, Steve-O. Dave Mack goes, when I've completed some of my builds, I'll send an email of them. Brilliant.
Jolly.
Lovely. Yeah, thank you.
We'll have Romas saying, hi, everyone. How are you all doing? Dave, Horlixs, Mark, and Dad.
Hey, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Dave goes, well done, Ash. Yeah, Stephen will tell you what happened. Yes, there were a few marks on it. I had to use my drill to get rid of the Lego holes on the rear of the panel so they fitted correctly. There was a bit of a pig going together, and I painted everything. Yeah. As I say, I'd seen somebody building it was a pig, and it was marked pretty bad.
Yeah, scratch, wasn't it?
Right. Ash says the first image was a World War I medium whippet at 1/7 scale. Then the Franz von Wera 109. It was a 109.
Yeah.
Then the Russian GS3 tank. I thought it was a T20, but
yeah.
Then the British Mark 1 tank, and I thought that was a Panzer in the background.
Yeah.
And Stephen says, before building it, the EFB are based on B reg.
Okay, so 64 then.
And Steve says 5 to Dave Mack, and that's a chat up to date. So I'm going to go camera.
Yeah, they've gotten cameras down, so I'm going to go cameras down, and then you can come around us and see what we're doing.
Okay, I'll get my camera down as well. Okay, all right. We'll start with Horlixs.
Oh, that's it. Right, so...
What have I done? I've knocked my freaking settings out of the shop.
I am just going to be doing some more of this diamond painting of the Spitfire over London.
Yeah, lovely.
Or Spitfires over London.
Spitfires,
so,
yeah.
You'll see I've just done this bit here and just started on the bridge and some of the detail up there.
Yeah.
Here, that's the bridge. And I've actually just started the propeller on this Spitfire here. So that's as far as I've got so far.
Jolly good.
But yeah, I'll just sit, chill, and do a little bit more of this for an hour or so.
Yeah, why not?
Right, I'll move across to Mark.
Okay, so I'm working again on the forecastle for this Titanic. Almost there with it now. I just need to do a little bit more painting black here. That'll need 1 or 2 coats.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give it an entire matte varnish, wait for that to dry, and then I can put the scaled deck, wooden deck that I've got for it down on it.
Okay.
Nice.
Jolly good.
And we'll move over to Dave.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you something that I haven't shown anybody before today.
Upside down call.
Start away. So this is a Sunstar model. I've got 3 or 4 Sunstar models. I think I told you last time. And this one's the reason I've got some is because I bought them broken, and I'm going to try and fix it a bit. So the suspension, rear suspension works, the front suspension works on that side, but it doesn't work on that one. Something wrong there. So, and this is actually a post office van, and the back doors are falling off, and it's got some problems, but I'll see if I can show you it. So this is a Mini in 1/12 scale. So you can see that wheels, well, it's broken. So something's gone wrong in there. So I'm going to have to try and sort it out. So it's a Royal Mail postal van in 1/12 scale. The doors open and everything else. Well, they're supposed to.
Even one of them.
Yeah, I was going to say one of your famous wagons you'll have been in. So
they're quite rare, aren't they?
These. Well, the rare if you have the box and the certificate and they're in nice condition, but this one's not in nice condition.
No,
so,
I mean to see a post office van. They're quite rare to see these days because they never turn up.
yeah. Well, as you know, Sunstar only made so many of each run of things. So quite how many of these they made, I don't know because I haven't got the certificate. And so obviously it was one of the reasons why it came to me very cheaply, and along with all its other problems. I don't know whether you can see the paintwork on the roof there, but the paintwork's really rather bad on the roof, which is fine. But you can see the engine details there. The engine, as far as I'm aware, is all right. And it has the bumpers on and everything, but as soon as I picked it up, things like this happen. The light lens has fallen out, and I'm not so sure that bonnet's right. Anyway, I want to try and get it sorted out so that I can at least, display it somewhere along with the buses. So I've got the.
Well with the bus, that.
You go well with the bus. If I can get things sorted out on it. So let's see.
I wouldn't worry about the paintwork because they're bloody well battered anyway.
Well, exactly, Dave. Exactly. I'm
working van.
When the guy sent it to me, he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." I said, if I can fix the back suspension and I can fix the doors and everything else, and it's got a wing mirror missing, of course, and things like that. I aren't real fussed about the paintwork because I'm not real too bothered, so long as I've got the right scale of van, which I have, and somewhere in my diorama pieces I've actually got a post box as well. So the idea was to stand the van near the post box, and as I was emptying the post box out by opening some of the doors when they don't fall off.
It's like the Dodge. It's like the Dodge I used to be in when I worked for the post office. Blow the bloody doors off. No, but the thing is with the roof of the minis, I found when I was working for them, they had a couple of minivans. The roofs were always scratched because the lads would put, when the post delivery bag would put his bag on the roof.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, it worked in my favour really because it was for sale on eBay for a long time. Nobody was interested because they all want the perfect model. They all want them with the certificates, and they all want them in boxes and everything else. And I'm not really bothered. Under here, it's got some paint chips, you see, but it doesn't matter to me. It's ideal. So long as I can fix this suspension arm and I can fix these doors, that'll do. So I brought you something different. I think I've got 5 Sunstar cars all in 1/12 scale. So, of which I've been trying to purchase over the last 5 years, I think it is, since we've been doing the Route Master.
Oh, you got to build a good diagram here for the bus, are you?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea eventually. And if I have a big display cabinet, I can put them, in the display cabinet with the buses. Just something a bit different. And I sort of wish I could afford the really good ones, but obviously they go for a lot of money, stupid money. But broken ones seem to go for next to nothing. So you just got to be aware of what's what like, and hopefully you can fix anything that's broken on it. So that's me. I'm going to be having a look at this.
Okay, wait. Well, I'm still continuing on with the doll's house for the wife.
Oh, the Dolly's house.
No, it'll probably be the last part I'll be to do on here because it's massive. But the rest starts to work actually on the house. So, and then I don't know what I'm going to do because I've got a lot of stuff packed up. So maybe by the time the next show comes along, I may be off it anyway because I may be looking at a place.
Well, let's hope you are, Dave, because obviously that'd be good if you are moving.
Which it means if you don't see us for a few weeks, I'm off. It's because I'm moving, and I'll have to get internet and all that sorted. Because I don't know if I'm going to stay with the same provider.
Yeah.
But so as I say, trying to get this doll's house done as much as I can get done, and it'll be easier for the move. So
let's hope you are successful, then, Dave.
So that's so I'll go back there and I'll hit the chat again. So
okay.
Horlixs has put the link in, so if anybody wants to join,
jolly good.
He's put on underneath if you want to join. So I'll not read that out. We've got Dave Mack going. I'm going to do a diorama for the Austin Ambulance Katie. How do I go about doing the sand dune? How do I go about doing the sand dune, which was in the movie? The advice will help me a lot. Okay,
so papier-mâché. So chicken wire to make a hill, and then papier-mâché, written papier-mâché. So that's just paper and glue, isn't it? Going back to school again. Papier-mâché, and then get some real sand. And I would paint it sand color first, so you've got like a base, and then try it from there. But yeah, usually chicken wire. We used to do it in the 1970s. Because chicken wire can bend it and put it into certain shapes, and it'll stay there. Then cover it with papier-mâché, so that it covers all your, and you can make it as smooth or as rocky as what you want. And then paint it a sandy colour, and then get some real sand.
Yeah.
And spread real sand on with clear PVA glue. That's my suggestion, anyway.
Nice thick toilet paper and glue. I'll make it papier-mâché. John's model making. Evening all.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
And we'll have Haunted Railway. Saying hi, Horlixs and Dave.
Hiya.
High Haunted Railway, and we have Dave Mack saying, thanks, Dave. And I'll store it there, and I'll store my stuff up, and anybody who sees the chat can pick it up.
Somebody else might have better ideas than that, but that's probably what I'd experiment with, because papier mesh is obviously cheap to do, isn't it? So
because my size at the top, I'm not actually looking direct at the computer, so
yeah.
I'm sorry if this is making a noise.
Right, so we have got an hinge on there then. Anything else missing from the back of there? Don't think so. Bumpers, lights. So if I took that hinge off there, must mean that I might be able to sort out the back doors. That'd be good if I could. That'd be good if I could. Okay, so let's have a look then. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got the 4 hinges. Oh,
That'd be good. That's a helpful if you've got them.
well, yeah. I'm just looking inside now to see if it'll give me any clue as to the suspension unit. See what's happened here. I've got a sneaky feeling that it's broken something. But if I can glue it, it's not as if it's gonna go out on the road, is it? Might just be a case of finding out where everything's attached. Looks like somebody has tried to repair it with glue. Can I get the hood cap off? Yes. Oh, the wheels and held on by nuts. Really? Goodness me. That's unusual, isn't it? Thought there was usually held on by a central screw, these.
So you just say you spanner.
I'm using some snipe nose pliers. So I've got one that I'm doing very well. Got somebody popped.
John's model meeting's popping in. Should I let him in?
Hello.
There you go, John. Again.
Evening, guys.
Hi,
Good
John.
evening, John.
Evening, guys. How's it going?
Hi, John.
How are you?
Evening.
Hiya, John.
How was you?
Yeah.
Are you here?
Oh, it's nice to have you along.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear you? Can you hear us okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right then. Jolly good.
Cheers.
Yeah. It's nice to have you along, John.
Yeah. I don't know whether I'm getting echo or repeat though. Yeah, there you go.
Might be a bit of echo.
Yeah, I just said that.
Tomorrow.
Is it coming through again?
Better with some air in than none.
I'm repeating here.
You're coming through all right, but
Is it this one? Oh, right, okay. All right. So what are we up to anyway? Who's got the ship? Is this the Titanic?
Yeah, mine. I'm just working on the front of the forecastle of the trunk of the Titanic.
oh, and I'm just working on a Sunstar 112 that I'm hoping I can take apart so I can fix this suspension.
I'm waiting on the Horlixs.
Oh, hello all. Oh, we've got someone. John, hello.
Yeah, John's coming.
Yeah, still here.
Hi, John. I had to go. Honestly, these guys tell you, I went to. I had to go make a cup of tea because.
Hi, Alex.
All right. Yeah, I went to have a cup of tea, and
I'm just hearing everything 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
I wonder if you've got YouTube open, John.
Hang on.
He's maybe got YouTube open if he's
Hang
hearing
on.
everything.
yeah. I went to just before the stream. I went to. I thought I'd made the coffee fresh today, but I hadn't. So it was the drabs from the coffee from yesterday, and I nearly threw up.
I think I'm sorted now. I think I left the
Oh,
player
right.
open.
Oh, jolly good.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorted now, anyway. Right.
Jolly good.
Nice. Well, it's nice to see you, John. It's been a little while.
It has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been flicking through the channels tonight. I had a trip over to Wayne's World, and then I was looking at another guy called Blue Iris Toys. He's over in Blackpool, and just tripping around. And then I saw you guys were on. So I thought, well, why not?
Why not? Yeah. Good. Glad you have. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good of you to drop by because
Well, I try and keep in tune with you all anyway, watch your videos and see what you're up to. I don't see much you, Dave, on, to be honest, except
you won't see much. You won't see much of me at all because generally I'm looking after Christine more than anything else because she's really poorly at the minute.
Ah, right.
So, yeah, she's pretty poorly. So she's actually waiting to go into hospital on. Get this, an emergency waiting list, which has taken very nearly 3 months.
Right.
So
State at NHS, unfortunately, isn't it?
it's really, really, really bad. So it's quite a major operation that she's going to have as well. So I'm sort of not going to be around all the time when she comes out of hospital neither, because I'll have a lot to do. So because she won't be able to do an awful lot for a while. So which is absolutely fine, but obviously, and obviously I can't tell you what the operation is, but because it's highly personal. But I've not gone away, and I will be around a little while. I've got a lot to do, John. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks to do. I've actually caught up on my Eddie Stobbard. I've got to where I've got the next one. So I've got to 123, I think it is, on my Eddie Stobbard. Right. So, but Christine's Eddie Stobbard's come to a stop, and she's just collecting the issues, and then her doll's house has come to a stop, and she's just collecting the issues. And then, as you know, we're going to do the Titanic, and we're just collecting the issues for that. My plan is to start the Titanic once the Eddie Stobbard's out the way. And, if I want to do 10 issues a week, then I can, because obviously I'll have them, won't I? So
yeah, of course, yeah.
That's the plan. But I've got absolutely loads to do, and we've still got our Morris Manor, of course, and I'm still working on that, doing bits and pieces on that. It needs a complete a complete brake overall. It's had brand new brakes, shoes all the way around, and rubber pipes, and it needs a master cylinder and the copper pipes, and I've got both, but obviously I haven't got the time to put them on. And I was waiting for some better weather so that I can get it up on jacks and everything, and axle stands, and do the whole job all together on a nice day. But that might have to wait until early summer, I think. So and I've got several other little jobs to do on it, which are just cosmetic, really. But yeah, we're still doing little bits on that.
What do you call your car again? Was it Matilda or something?
Matilda, yeah.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Yeah.
Chris actually named it. As she walked out the door, she saw it and she said, "Oh, that's Matilda." I says, "Is that what you want to call her?"
I've seen it in person, and I can tell you, it looks like it's just rolled out of a showroom.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of years ago. It does. Before, was it a couple of years ago, Dave? I think.
Yeah, I think we must have just got it. Yeah.
Before you announced it to everybody that you got it.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it looks cute.
Yeah, she's. I have done quite a bit to it since then. Like, you know, I've. It had the Series 2 front end on, and I wanted it all original. So anyway, I was looking around for some parts one day, and this guy on Facebook says, "Well, I've got a snad valve engine," and he says, "I've got a rear axle," and he says, "I've got front hubs and all the new brakes, and I've got rear hubs and all the new brakes, and starter, dynamo, carburetors, and everything else." So I said, "Oh, goodness me." I said, "How much did you want?" So he said, "Well," he said, "if you cover the postage," he says, "you can have them."
Well, that's all right.
So I got straight on to my son, Lee, and he transports things all over the world. So he has an idea of how much things cost and everything. And he said to me, "Well, where's it coming from, Dad? And where does it have to go?" So I said, "It's coming from Hale in Ireland." And I didn't even know where that place was. And I said, "It's coming here." And I said, it'll be a pallet, just, you know, a normal pallet. I said, "But everything will be held on and strapped onto the pallet." So he says, "It'd be 55 quid then, Dad." So I went, "Right."
Well, that was generous of him anyway.
Yeah, very, very nice of him. Very, very nice of him indeed. Basically, he'd got himself a car. He was a mechanic, and he'd got himself a car which was the same age as ours, and he wanted to put a bigger engine in, so he put a bigger engine in. Then he realised that the side valve Series MM Morris Miners will only do about 45 miles, 50 miles an hour at the most, but because his car had a bigger engine in, it would do like 70 miles an hour. Well, of course, the brakes and everything else wouldn't cope with the extra mile per hour, and so he changed all the brakes and everything else after he'd bought brand new, and he just didn't know what to do with them. So they came my way. I think it was a case of being in the right place at the right time. Yeah. And, I'm really, really pleased that he did. So yeah, I do keep in touch with him as well and let him know what's what, and he's very grateful for that. So
it sounds great. That at least he got his upgrade anyway.
Yeah, he got his upgrade, and I like originality, you see. So it suited us both, you see, didn't it, really?
Mm.
Yeah, I like originality. And then the guy that used to own our car, only for a few years, he actually got new number plates for it made out of aluminium. It's the original number, but he kept the old number plates, and the old number plates were them individual letter ones, that were drilled and punched into the number plate. Where he said to me, he said, "If you want them," he said, "just send me the post." I thought there's going to be a lot coming through the post in a minute. So anyway, I sent him the post of how much he wanted, and he sent me the original number plates, and he was able to tell me that the car was owned by a family in Bodmin in Cornwall, Devon.
Yeah.
And it spent 61 years of its life with that same family.
Right.
And it was the mother. So it was like mother and son. The mother bought the car, and she used it, but nobody knows what she was. We don't know whether she was. Well, there's been suggestion that she could have been a nurse or something like that. She could have been, I suppose. Anyway, pardon?
What did you say she could have been?
Could have been a nurse.
Oh, a nurse. Right.
Yeah.
Classic nurse guy, yeah.
Yeah. So she unfortunately passed away, and the son took the car on. He restored the car to what it is now, basically, put it back on the road, and then he emigrated to Spain, and then the car got sold at an auction, and it went from Devon to Dorset, and then this guy who sent me the number plates, he sold it in Dorset, and it went from there to Shrewsbury, and then it went from there to Scunthorpe, which is just the other side of the river from me, and then it was advertised on the Fleabay, like.
So how old is it altogether then, your car?
How old is it?
Yeah.
1953, so it's 71 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Morris Minor Club?
Yes, I'm in the Morris Manor Owners Club, yeah. Yeah. I'm a member of that, and then I'm sort of an officiated member to the North Links Morris Manor Club, even though I'm not an official member. They've sort of joined me, and that's because most people who know that I'm around, the circle of vintage everything, knows me, and they sort of give me. I suppose I ought to join them. Really, it's only a tenner a year to join the North Links group, but the East Yorkshire group as well. They've sort of taken me on under their wing as well. So I'm welcome to all their events and everything. So
You're not breaking bank, are you, Tanner?
Well, no. I do belong to quite a few other clubs and associates there. So, thankfully they're spread out right throughout the year, so it's not too bad. But
Plenty of gatherings then.
Oh, there's plenty of gatherings, yeah. There's plenty of places to go. But that's fairly local as well.
Yeah.
Well, Geordie Dave's been to one of them, the Santoff Trolleybus Museum. And it's quite often that the car clubs will have a meet at the Trolleybus Museum. And that's near Scunthorpe. So obviously not far away. And just a nice sort of hourly, an hour's ride down the road. So
yeah, I think I've seen that online, Santoff.
Yeah.
Well, we were going to go last year, weren't we? You went on your own, didn't you, Geordie, in the end? But I think I applied to have a stall when I was going to share it and display my Moot Master and stuff. But then, plans changed and it couldn't be helped, and I ended up going to Flamingo Lands in Alton Towers.
Yeah.
Bit different.
Yeah, me and Danno went to Sandorf, had a great day.
I would like to go there, so hopefully we can reschedule that for another time.
Yeah, no problem.
In fact, probably more so now, because I don't think the Bluetooth kit was really much of a thing back then, was it? It wasn't as what it is now.
No, that's true. I wonder if I'm spiky. Struggling with this head cold. It's terrible.
There's been a lot of that going around.
There's like nothing in my sinuses. It's all deep seated. It's terrible. We'll blame the roughness, I think.
Yeah, my wife had it done in February, so she decided to give it me.
Oh dear.
You know, share alike and all that jazz.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to give it to someone.
It's gone now. We're fine now, anyway. Well, I think everybody's had it.
A lot of people.
I think this year's been worse than not taking anything away from anybody, but COVID and whatnot. You know, because COVID was no joke, but the amount of bugs that have been going around this year has been incredible.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite scary for me because I don't want to pass anything on to Christine, and thankfully so far, touch wood, she's kept away from that, but she has had a serious infection that she had to have antibiotics for, so.
I can imagine Dave going into Christine's room with a face mask on, and
Don't you come near me. No, we're obviously quite sensible, and well, I think somebody's glued this wheel on. I think I'm going to have to try and unstick it. Somebody's glued the cap on. That's not very helpful, is it? So, are you working on something on screen, John? I can't see the screen from me. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I'm just cleaning up some super glue residue.
Oh, you're on the link. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Was that submarine coming on?
The U-boat, it's coming on brilliant. Loads of detail on that. I believe, Matt.
Don't go there on that one.
Sorry?
Don't go there on that one.
I thought you'd signed up for it.
Yes, I know. You invited me into a group, and less than 12 hours later, I'd signed up for it.
Oh, there you go, then. I get my commission now.
Oh, you signed up for it, are you, Mark?
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at it, see what it's like. I was going to do the Eleanor on Fan Home, but
it's
Fan
just another
Home, the link don't work on the website, so I'll go for something with Hachette. I never have any problems with Hachette. Now the Rossi's done, and it works out cheaper as well than the Rossi.
Yeah.
The U-boat does?
Yeah.
Does it?
Well, the U-boat, you got to think about it, is only 4 stages a month. The Rossi's 5.
Oh, right. I see. You mean monthly? Yeah, not total cost. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
No, not total cost. Oh no, total. Rossi's what 91 stages. So
Yeah. Still got what is it? I've got about 15 stages to go on that.
oh,
Three more.
finished, man.
Yeah, 3 more packages. Yeah, I know you finished yours. I've been I have been watching them, but I've put off from watching these last lot because I don't want to get spoiled.
In
I don't want to
fact,
see what's going on.
mentioning
Sorry?
the Ross spec, I'm just going to go full screen. I got something through the post actually. I've got to do a video of me installing them yet, but I'll show you. So I got this through the post, and this is from Ian at Partwork Upgrades, and it's the decals for the Rossi.
Oh.
So you've got the instrument panels, which you can choose which one you want.
Oh, right. Yeah, because it's blank, isn't it?
Yeah, the instrument panel's blank. And then some other bits that you can put on as well.
Yeah.
So,
Super.
yeah, I've got them to put on.
Oh, lovely. That looks good. It does look really good, though, the Rossi.
When it's done, yeah, it's just a pain getting there.
Yeah. Don't
Right.
fiddle with the cables.
I'm just going to go through a little bit more of this chart.
Okay.
So Dave Matt says, I've painted Katie in desert yellow.
Ah.
Jake's in, Haunted Railway. Hi to the others as well.
Hi, Jake.
Okay.
Hello, Jake. John's want to make says, I don't know if you've done these or not. Take it to Blackpool, Dave, and take a photo on the beach, blow up the photo, and you're done.
Yeah.
Cheap diorama.
Yeah.
Plus, you get to the beach.
Dave Matt says hi to John.
Hey, Dave, man.
I put a comment in saying hi to Jake, and he was welcome to join us if he wanted to. Farm Sim Shorts, hey, all, how's it going?
I've just forgotten his name. Shane. Hi, Shane.
Gillian says, good evening, everyone, and all in chat too. So, hello, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
She must be back from our meeting.
I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Have to be up at 5. It's been a great stream as always. I'll catch up tomorrow night in chat. So, yeah, good night, Dave Matt. Thank you.
Take care, Dave.
Yeah, I had a parcel too today. From Ian.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Mr. Ian Partwork Upgrades, Ian.
Yeah, and it is
Pizza.
No, it's not a pizza. It's a replacement 49 of the Ferrari.
Oh, right.
Well, you've had a few damaged parts there, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm hoping we'll be able to finish this part off.
Oh, so all on Monday.
Pardon?
So we'll be all on Monday.
Well, I'm still debating that because I don't think this is going to be a very long issue. I think it's just putting 3 screws in onto that vent. But actually, while we're on stream, let's have a look.
Where did that come from then?
Well, see if this is dodgy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they would have done a bit of quality check on it before it left.
That's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, it's much better than it was,
Oh, good.
but it's still got a layer of that strange film.
Have you got any polish, Horlicks, that you could try?
No, I've tried like just general cleaner, and like, you know, something that's safe on it. There's nothing else I can really use on it. I mean, I don't want to. I could try IPA, but I'm worried it's going to take the paint off.
Have you got any
dilute it down a bit?
washing up liquid?
Yeah, I have.
Washing up liquid, not water.
But yeah, I could try that. But apart from that, to look at, it's fine. There's no actual damage to the paint. So I think that'll be all right.
Mm.
So that's brilliant. So that's that bit sorted. So it's just going to be a case of the other bits, and they should be here in a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have happened in the first place, really.
It was this plastic bit that was actually it was the plastic bit on this one, wasn't it?
Mm.
I think, if I remember rightly. And that one is, yeah, that one's fine.
So if that's held in there.
That's a nice model, that Ferrari, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, apart from the paintwork, so for like recent, it's been an absolute pleasure to build, and it's been the parts have been really good quality, as in the actual building of it. We've had like one or two little snags with screws that haven't tightened, but I can't think of a model that hasn't happened to at one stage or another.
No. Yeah, it does. It's a bit like some of them, isn't it? Sometimes it's just the way they package them.
Yeah.
I've had a couple with Night Rider recently, just minor little things, but they frustrate you to out. But they replace them, so that's grand.
Yeah.
Right.
Ian says, greetings. Hi, Ian. We've just been showing off the Ferrari part.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings.
I checked them out. They were good. There's still, well, I don't know. Well, you might have seen it. Let me know if you saw it. If not, I'll tell you again. Right, what am I doing? Hey.
Oh, right. So let's see if there's a spring in there, shall we? Go on, get in. Oh, look at that.
Cramp in my right arm.
Eh?
I've got cramp in my right arm.
That's not good.
Got it all day. Do my head in.
Oh, I was still. Ian said he didn't see PM. No, it's all right. I don't need to PM. I'll show you. It's fine. I was just saying I've opened the. Oh God, I've gone on the wrong screen. Hello. I've just prematurely checked the parts that I got today. I was just to say that it was all good, Ian. I think this one was the plastic piece that was the problem, but the metal piece is absolutely fine. I mean, there's no damage to it. It does have the strange film on it again, but that's like the rest of the model, to be honest. And we were just talking about it. I might try a little bit of warm soapy water and a cotton bud, and just see if I can lift any of that. But apart from that, that's okay. But you can't tell from looking at it normally. So that's good. So that's perfect. And then it was, I'm sure it was this piece that was the defective one on the last one. And this is absolutely fine, which is great news. There you go, nice and shiny and no flaws in it. So, yeah. That's good. Well, I will try, yeah. I'll try some Because I thought maybe I just said to them, you know, I think IPA might lift it, but I'm not sure if IPA would strip the paint. I don't think it would. I don't think it's strong enough for that. Because it's not. Can it?
Yeah, on plastic parts, you can strip the paint on it. Todd uses IPA to put his reflective panels on the Enterprise to make them clear.
Right.
So if you dilute it down, then yeah, it'd probably be a lot better.
Right, it's probably best not to risk it. Although I could maybe try it on one of the old metal parts and see how it reacts. If they don't want them back.
Oh dear. Oh, my sinuses. God, I'm dreading.
You get a pizza every week for doing that build? Horlixs.
Pardon?
You get a pizza every week for doing that build?
No.
Are you doing it out of the goodness of your heart?
No, I'm actually on a diet at the moment. But no, I did get Partwork pizzas a little while ago. I kept the label. You tell Alex competence for Partwork pizza. Because I was in the middle of a live stream, the door went and all the housemates were all confused at the front door, all passing this pizza around, going, "Oh, has anyone ordered a pizza?" And I'm like, "No, I'm streaming." And then we found the no.
Oh, why is it the bit you want? Oh, it's always at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm just doing it as a. I mean, it's just favour for favour, really. I mean, Ian, he's busy, and likes the models. I like building them, so it sort of works hand in hand, really.
Yeah.
So I just do it because I want to. That's it.
Right, so he's ready to do a round?
We're having a round, are we?
I'll do a round. I'll start with
Mine's a pint.
I'll go around. I'll hit Mark first. How are you doing, Mark?
So I'm just going around the outline now of this with white before I put a matte top coat on it. So I'm just doing the difficult areas first, and then I'll do the other areas once I've got this. Once these bits dried. So yeah, getting there slowly.
Cool. Horlixs.
Yeah, just carrying on with me, going a bit dotty, doing my Spitfire picture.
A bit dotty.
Yeah, so I'm going a bit dotty. Yeah, so yeah, you can see what I've done, just filling in the gaps.
Nice. I'll jump across the Dave.
Okay, well, I've got the back doors off and worked out that I've got 4 inches, and it looks like I'm only 1 screw missing, possibly 2 screws. So, and I've had this apart. It took me a while to get the hubcap off here, and that's because somebody had glued the hubcap on with some super glue. So I had to drill down the center of the hubcap, and basically it's just a hubcap that goes over the cap that goes over a screw. So, and you won't see it because it'll have the little hubcaps on, the little silver hubcaps. So took it apart and got the brake disc off and everything, and found out that the damper arm had come out the damper. So now it works absolutely perfectly. Just like the others do.
Simple.
So all I've got to do is put it back together. So
Is that your nemesis now?
Is that my nemesis? What?
Yeah, models that have been super glued together.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have been super glued together.
I was going to say that earlier. Like, you have bad luck with your models and super glue.
Oh, blimey, yeah. Especially with that root master that's behind me. Yeah, goodness me.
I'm going to say, because you had the unbuild the root master put together with super glue, and now that put together with super glue.
Yeah. that other Morris Manor, the white one I was working on last time, that had super glue all over it.
Oh God!
So, but yeah,
some people must love super glue.
Well, gets them into trouble, but I don't know why they've used super glue on this, because it just came out the damper arm. The damper arm had come out, and now it's gone back in. There's a spring in there, like the spring of a pen, and it works perfect. So,
okay, right. Well, myself, no rubby bench. I've just done some of the windows, so that's them done.
jolly good.
Off.
When I'm cleaning,
I'm going to pull out the other port in a minute. I think I've got wallpaper in to do and cutting out, so that's going to be fun. So that'll be me in a minute. So I'll jump over to John. See what John's up to.
Oh, I'm taking excess super glue off this aluminium.
Oh, somebody else working with super glue.
It gets everywhere on this build, I tell you. So it's just a case of cleaning it up with a bit of tips. Scrape it off with a, there you go, coffee stirrer.
making a really nice, really superb job of that. Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cheers. Here's one of my nail cells today. Yeah, that was put together with canopy glue today, so that's not too bad.
Lovely.
I think that does meet at both ends. So
How are you finding it, Lancaster, John?
Hey?
How are you finding it as a build?
oh, it takes a long time. It really does. It's I love it. Don't get me wrong. Just have to have plenty of patience with it.
Yeah, but that's a proper part work when you had a week to work on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not just glue it together and it's done in a day. You had, back then it was you got an issue and you worked on it for the entire week.
Yeah, you're right. I think the most you can work on part work these days is you're lucky if you get an hour out, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
So at least, it can take me. I mean, what did I do last? I've got a video going up tomorrow that took me over 3 days, over the space of 3 days, not 3 complete days, but over the space of 3 days. See here, I've got the spigots on. And I actually, on the other wing, I drilled in the wrong place, so I fell it in. I left it in video because, we all make mistakes. But, once it gets sprayed over, it'll be fine. It's like all these little patches here, this one here. I don't know if that man's get on, but it's just super glue. And it was bigger than that, but it's taken me ages to get it off. So I just want to make it look as good as possible for when I come to prime it and then paint it.
So with that Spitfire, you've got to build it to spray the colours on.
The Lancaster.
Yeah. The Lancaster.
Yeah. All these individual panels. Yeah. That's one panel. That's one panel. Here.
And you got to do your own.
Here. Yeah. There's a small panel there. One here. This one here. This one needs spraying again because it's got a little bit scratched. That's where the nail cell goes over the top eventually.
Mm.
So it's on shore like that. So I've just got to make sure that the paint looks right. But this is just to my copper green. Once it's right, I'll put some matte varnish on it, and that will stop it from chipping like it is. But you do. You can do a lot of painting in this. You can paint, you can spray it, and it'll look absolutely fantastic. And then when you put it together, it just chips and whatnot. So this aluminium is best not where super glue is concerned. When you attach it, is to scrape the paint off and just put it straight onto the aluminium, onto the wood of the stringers, and it sets brilliant. But with the paint on it, it'll easily come off. You can just pull it off. But I think that was looking at the instructions. I think that was the idea in case anything went wrong. that you can take the panel off. But like these tail wings, I haven't painted the inside, but these went on perfect. I was just surprised how well they did after riveting them, because obviously the internal part of it is all wood, and that's all painted copper green, but you can't see it. So you think, why are you painting it?
Right, yeah, that's
you know what I mean. So
I
didn't bother painting the inside of these. I just glued them, and they went on absolutely bang on. I was just so surprised how well they went on.
I suppose the would fit better on a non-painted surface because paint will just peel off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it doesn't go through the paint; it just sits on top of the paint.
Yeah, then the paint.
Bigger panels, see, with a bigger panel, it just becomes a problem. It'd be all right once they're all together, and you spray painting it, and then you put a varnish on it. That would probably all be all to bits, but it's quite fragile. You drop it, and some will fall off. It's only a bit of wood at the end of the day.
I've got the D'Agostini DC3 to do, and it's made exactly the same way.
Yeah. You just got to make it up as you go along. Find out what's best for you, really.
I started looking at the D'Agostini DC3 instructions, and they didn't make sense, and I thought, this is a bit odd. Anyway, I just looked at a few pictures and then started putting a few bits together, and I thought, well, that's better.
Do you do your own riveting and all on it?
Yeah. There's a rivet maker. A little hobby wheel. Came with build. So the space is right for it. Somebody's actually requested this of me when I finished because they're doing this. But yeah, it's don't get me wrong, it's not always bang on because you can. What I do now, I use the old tape measure. That takes a lot of time because you can measure 3, 4, 5 times. Well, I can anyway. But you can see on this one, quite well in line, but it takes ages.
I'm going to say it'll take a long while.
Well, that's it, because obviously they're all individual pieces before you put them on, and then you've got to glue them on. You've got to make sure that the surface is nice and flat, no little out or anything. So it does take time, but it's really well worth it. It's more worth it than a Rossi bike anyway. That.
It sounds like it's a proper model to build.
Well, it is. Yeah. That's why Dave gave it me. He wants to get rid. I've never forgiven it. But you see, it's like this one. Right? This is a fuel tank cover. See how paint's come off because I took the top off. It weren't positioned right, and I've left it overnight. I was probably a bit tired actually, so I had to take it off, and then rubbed it down. So it needs spraying again, but it goes on here. Is that way? But it lines up. Well, it's a bit lovely when it's done. I've actually received a mirrored stand for it today because.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's not very big to be honest, but it's a piece of wood. I'll just grab all of it because the rear gunter it when I found it, it was cracked and it was in a bad state. I don't know whether I've done it or what, but I put out an SOS call and somebody answered, and I got the canopy today along with the stand.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing this once. There we go. That's the stand.
God,
It's not
man.
very big, since it's a big model, but you'll see the underside of the fuselage on there, no problem.
Yeah.
But he offered me this and the canopy, so they both came today at a very good price as well.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, so loving it. Might get it done this year, you never know.
Yeah, well, no rush, is there? So,
No, definitely not.
how do you compare that with the new Arshek one then? Do you think the new Arshek one will be as good?
Well, it's die cast, isn't it? So better material, obviously, but easily put together. What I have noticed with the new one is they've got a radio operator's equipment, whereas this one, this has a desk and a seat, whereas the die-cast one doesn't. It has all the equipment with it, and that's issue 10 and 11. So I picked up issue 10 today to get the equipment, because I'm going to put it in the cockpit for this one, and I'm going on Friday to pick up issue 11, and then this Lancaster will have everything in the cockpit, because they lights in different sections up as well.
Yeah.
So this is the cockpit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pilot seat goes in here. Pilot seat. There's something else as well that goes with them. Here is the radio operator. Well, you can see it's just a blank desk, but he's got a seat.
Yeah.
And I put the decals on. Got them from Kit's Road, just for giving a bit more. You've heard of Kit's Road, yeah?
Yeah. I've actually got some decals from Kit's World for the HK Lancaster. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But you can see here the navigator's seat and all his equipment looks pretty busy, you know.
Yeah.
The flight engineer, you know, he's got his seat there. So he looks quite busy up here, but nothing very. So I've got some, like I said, issue 10 today came, so I'll put them in, and then I'll get issue 11 and put them in, and that'll look pretty good, because the table is exactly the same size as this table.
I was going to say, because they should be exactly the same scale, shouldn't they? Yeah.
Whereas the pilot seat on this one is slightly bigger.
Yeah.
You know, it is slightly bigger. It's significant, really, since it's supposed to be both 132 scale. But the table's exactly the same size. I don't know about the little seats. I've not come across them. I've not got them yet. So, but yeah, as long as I add more detail into it, then I can show it. Because once I put the cockpit in place, I've just riveted a panel for the top here. Put the canopy on here, and I'm going to leave this side off so you can see everything. But I've got to cut a piece of the skin out for here, so when the canopy goes on top, it doesn't look stupid. You know what I mean? But still keep this side open. Same as the rest of it. Keep this side open as much as possible. Just get some lighting in it so you can see the detail.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So,
and then obviously display it in your room.
Yeah, well, it's going to be at the side of me here. One with the other one. So yeah, it's not going to be fair. It's looking good. I'm pretty chuffed with it actually, but it does take forever a day.
Well, I was going to say, you know, you put the work in, so goodness me.
Yeah, it's well worth it. You know, it's like everybody says where Partworks are concerned, the die-cast ones, they look beautiful when they're done. They cost a lot of money. Well, it's not a great lot of work. No. It is a challenge. It's the first time I've ever done anything this complicated, really. But, you know, I don't mind doing another one, actually. Well, I don't think anybody does them, really. You can get small ones, you know, but Yeah, I can understand how some people it's taking them like 3 or 4. I think one guy it took him 7 years to do it. So,
Good God.
yeah, well, he's probably working as well. I know I've been doing it over a year and a half now. I've got what was it? I've got 14 more stages to do, but each one, I don't think stage 112 is very long because there's two of these to do. You just have to glue them. But it took me 3 attempts to glue that to get slipping. And then there's only this to go on the sides of here and the wing. It's just support pieces for when we put the wing onto the central spar. But it's all about getting the measurements exactly right. There's not much tolerance in this build. I've noticed that.
No. Yeah. No, I've noticed when you've been doing the measuring out and what have you, and thinking, goodness me, there's nothing in there to play with, is there?
No, well, especially with riveting, because you get one rivet out and it might send you nuts.
yeah.
Not ironing and all that, but sometimes you've just got to go. Oh well, I've done best I can. Leave it at that. Yeah. But the thing is, as well, even though you can see them all now, once it's painted, you're not going to see them as well.
No, you're not. No.
But it's the fact that they're there as well. And
I
don't know if anybody's ever done the other method, which is actually painting them.
Yeah.
I've heard of that, painting them on.
Blimey, couldn't do that. No.
But, but it's looking good. And I think I've got this super glue off now as well, so that's good. Yeah. But it's always more.
It can be a pin on the neck and super glue without a shadow of a doubt.
I'll put one back on the first. That's the way I want to pick up the chat because I'm nipping to
the So Ian says thumbs up. Dale's joined us. Evening everyone. So I'm late. Too many modelers going live at the same time.
Hi Dale.
Popular, isn't it?
Hi Dale.
Hi Dale.
Good evening.
Ian says hey to Mark.
Hi Ian.
Dale says hi to Ian. Ian says hi to Dale. And we've got Eric in. Howdy, everyone. Hi, Eric, buddy. How are you?
Hi, Eric.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Eric. Dale says, hey, Rascals. And Rascals says, hope all is well tonight for everyone. Yeah, so it's been better. But no, I'm okay.
Is that turning in there? I think it is. It's not supposed to turn in there. Oh dear me.
I'm just waiting for stuff to dry.
Well, I think we've been around the tables apart from Geordie. So let's bring Geordie on the screen. Here we go.
I just showed you what I've done, but what I'm doing now, what I'm getting now is issue 100.
Was that a grandfather clock?
Yeah. No, it's a hat stand.
Oh. No, I thought the whole thing was a grandfather clock. First bit out of scale.
I don't get an issue 100 out.
That's 2 of them. I don't know why I'm putting these back on, but I am.
Dave, I'm not really sure you're supposed to be decatting that car. I think there's a law against that.
Yeah.
With issue 100, you get the hat stand and a little thing.
Well, that's crying for a couple of LEDs to be shoved up the neck.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think it is that doll's house, isn't it?
Okay. It's crying for what?
A couple of LEDs, Johnny.
Let's go. It lights up the doll's house.
Yeah, I mean the candle. You can have a little
the
flickering
candle.
candlestick.
Now I've got to get these walls right.
Eric's. Oh no. So Dale says, "I will learn everyone's name eventually." Yeah, I'm Horlixs, Alex, DS Dave, Geordie Dave, Mark is Mark, and John is John. Eric says, Horlixs, how's your day at work? I know you weren't looking forward to it the other day. No, well, that's the thing. I have been really busy this week because we've got someone off. We've had someone ill. And yeah, it's just been absolute hell Monday, Tuesday. Weren't too bad today. And then I come out to a flat tyre in the car.
That was horrendous.
And yeah, it's right on the edge, so it needs a new tyre.
You couldn't write that, could you?
No, it's just it was a work errand as well because I didn't use the car all day. Obviously, I was at work and I had to go and do something, take someone to the station.
Yeah.
Why is it when you're doing somebody else a favour, it happens? It's like I'm doing somebody a favour here, and why does that have to happen? I remember I took somebody home once on a night and I got flashed by a speed camera.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you do something good and it just, yeah.
The universe tells you how low in the pile you are.
Yeah. I'm just I need everyone to cross the fingers, really. I have got insurance on the tyres. I'm just hoping that when I take it into BM on Friday, they'll do it. But there's a chance that they won't due to reasons. So if they don't, I'm gonna have to fork out for a new tyre, and they're not cheap. They're 200 plus on that car each.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
So I'm a bit gutted about it, and it's now flat completely. But the joy of it is they are run flats, so I can still drive on it. But I can only do 50 miles an hour for 50 miles. So I can't make any unnecessary trips, and it should just get me to work and back until Friday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a better flat tyre on your car sets your dashboard off like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's all lit up. The dashboard's orange. It's got this flat tyre symbol. It's got a big message saying warning. The thing is, it's a BMW. It doesn't come with a spare tyre because they're run flat tyres. So how come the dashboard's bleating on telling me to stop and call the RAC when it's a run flat tyre? So I rang the garage and because I wasn't sure on the details on how you drive on them. And she said 50 miles an hour, a bit like a space saver, but only up to 50 miles on it. So, yeah, that should cover me to get to work and back tomorrow. And then, yeah, it's in the garage on Friday and just have to cross everything. But luckily, if it doesn't end up being covered under the insurance, because I've got special car insurance I bought with the car. If they don't cover it for any reason, I do have a backup. So yeah, I've spoken to someone who's offered to sort it out for me, and I'll sort it out like at the end of March, which is really, really good. Got a good with them, so yeah. But yeah, it's a bit shitty, but never mind. It's one of those things, and it's the same frigging tyre as well. There's something cursed about that one tyre because I've had to have something done with that tyre before.
Yeah, you have, haven't you? If it's the same one as you had before. Yeah, goodness me.
That's why I'm not sure if they cover it, because something's happened that shouldn't have. Then that same tyre I got a clean MOT apart from that one tyre, because apparently there's a scrape out of the inside or something, because it must have been a pothole, but it was safe and it didn't need attention, but just to let me know. So that's the second thing. And now this on the same tyre. I couldn't make it up.
Yeah, you couldn't. I know exactly how you. Oh.
You're just unlucky, Horlixs.
Yeah, I think so. That's
we are
all over.
We went to Scotland a couple of years back, and I think the car done something like 32,000 miles, and I kept getting a flat with same tyre, and it kept popping up on the dashboard. Pressure loss, blah blah blah. Anyway, I pulled it over. I think we were only up there for about a week, and we inflated it again a couple of times. And then I said to the wife on the way down, I said, I think we better get the tyres checked. So I took them into Alford's, or Quick Fit. I think we're Quick Fit actually. And he said, yeah, you definitely need 2 new tyres. And he showed me the tyre that kept losing pressure, and basically you could see wire within it. It was a right mess. God knows how we got to Scotland and back. It was ridiculous, really were. I mean, it's been running about 9 months after MOT, but it was a right mess on the inside. You couldn't see it, but anyway, it cost me 200 odd quid. Cheaper than your tyres anyway. But,
Well, yeah.
The thing is, it's a bit annoying because they're expensive because they're run flat. But I've seen a lot of forums and places saying, "Oh, change them, or change all 4 tyres for a regular tyre. One, it'll make your ride so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And 2, they're cheaper." But the thing is, I can't just put 1 normal tyre on the car now.
No,
I really ought to wait till all 4 need doing, and then just do all 4 with the same normal tyre. And now it's going to push that back, because if they do end up putting a brand new tyre on there, that's gonna. Well, provided I don't get another puncture in it or anything, that's going to last another God knows how long. I mean, it's good on tyres; it doesn't really grab them out or anything, but.
your front ones always go first anyway, don't they? So to do what you want, you have to rotate them.
For me, it's the back ones because it's rear-wheel drive.
Ah, right, okay.
Really strange. Like normally, yeah, it's the front ones.
Yeah, that's because the front wheel drive.
But no, this just doesn't get through. It goes through the back more than the front, and they're all different sizes as well.
Oh,
So
right.
the back ones are slightly wider.
Different sizes. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
the back ones are wider than the front ones.
Are you sure it's a car you're driving?
Yeah. No, so
BMW, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these BMW drivers got more money than sense.
yeah. Well, no money and no sentence. No, I think, yeah, so the back ones are a bit wider because it's rear-wheel drive. So they've got wider tyres on the back, and then they're slightly thinner on the front. So you can't even put back to front or anything like that.
No, that's unlucky.
But then I don't think I could anyway, because it will start upsetting the tyre pressure sensors because they're programmed to the wheel they're on as well.
Yeah.
So I think
Like
if I
with
swap them-
With a BMW, you have to tell it it's got a new blooming battery in.
yes, you do. But that's to do with the start-stop thing. And that winds me up as well. It's good. It's all good if you're on a long journey and you are stuck in traffic. But you pull up at a set of traffic lights, you stop, engine cuts off, and then the lights go green and you're off again. Or if you're stuck in a traffic jam, the engine's just on, off, all the way through. And it's just, I just end up turning it off because it winds me up.
Oh, well, Lee's just got a brand new Tiguan, and that does the same. Volkswagen Tiguan has got. That's start-stop technology.
You would have thought it'd be clever to know, because like if I'm stuck in traffic or release my foot off the brake, the engine will start. You creep forward about a meter, then you stopped again, and then the engine cuts out, and then it just keeps doing it, and I think it's going to burn the starter out.
Does it stop start at any temperature as well?
Pardon?
Does it stop start at any temperature? You know, if it gets like to minus
No.
1.
Yeah, no, then it won't do it.
Yeah. Has it got to be 5 degrees and above?
Something like that. Yeah, if it's too cold, it doesn't do it.
Yeah.
If the battery's low, it doesn't do it. I think if it's a hot day and the air conditioning's on full pelt, it doesn't do it. But it does it more often than not. Or you can just push the button and switch it off. But yeah, they're trying to. Well, I ain't got the money for it, but they're trying to get me into a hybrid at the moment. They keep calling me. Well, we've got you a 330e. I mean, lovely looking car. It's like that.
Well, my advice is not to get one, but
No, it's not. I mean, it's not full electric, of course, but he said it's petrol, but it's got the electric motors in it, and he reckons you get. He said you get about 30 miles to your electric.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what your landlord would think if you started charging your car.
Yeah. Well, I said that, like, because I said to him, you know, I'm not being funny. Can you plug this into a normal 3-pin socket? Because I ain't got no charging things on the house or anything. He went, oh yeah, you just stick it through your window.
Like an extension.
Well, that's great on a winter's day, isn't it? Having your window open, having to charge your car up.
Well, unfortunately, it's going to be the future, isn't it?
No.
I think it will. If there is a future, we haven't gone into a war, but
Hopefully, what?
I think it'd be like 3D TVs. It won't last.
the way Putin is going on, and the way the Middle East is going on.
Well, put it this way, I doubt it'll be the next month because it's Ramadan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, ships will get through them, won't they?
Yeah.
What, spent billions and billions of pounds making a canal that's now prone to pirates? Great.
Yeah, well, the canal was built a long time ago, wasn't it?
Won't be good for the people working on the canal, will it?
What do you call it? Canals drying up, innit? The one that they dug, Panama Canal, is it?
Well, nobody's using it, have they? Because of pirates.
You mean the Suez Canal?
The Suez Canal, rather, yeah, that's the one.
But yeah, no, I think I was saying about to say, I think it should be all right. I've emailed work anyway to ask if they might be gracious enough to help me with it if I have to pay, because I did do it during the work hour. So you never know.
I've got these parts here, Dave, from issue 10 at Lancaster.
Oh yeah.
Because I did a silly thing on Monday. I went in, picked up issue 9 thinking it was issue 10. So I came home, ripped it open, and then realised I got the wrong issue. So I had to go back with it today, taped it all up, and it took it. So I'm not getting it. I got lucky. But you get all these bits in issue 10. I forget what they're all these. But yeah, all these. Well, there's the table, so that's the size of the table. And this little piece is already in. I've already got that, so obviously I can't use the table. And there's the one of the leg for it. But all these pieces, these are supposed to be power units.
Aye.
That is. What is that? Oh, wireless accumulators. Oh, there we go. And this is the fish pond indicator type 182A. So that's going to go in the Lancaster.
Well, let's have a look at that. There we go.
Wow.
It's only a little thing, but it adds because there's nothing on there. And then you get the there you go. Next set of parts. Wireless receiver and transmitter. So these pieces here at the bottom, they'll go on.
Yeah.
Well, this is what you get in the die-cast one, but I'll use them in the wooden one as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hi, George.
Hey, Todd is in the house. Hello.
Hi, Todd.
How are you?
Yo, Todd.
Blimey, I can't get my brain to work tonight.
No.
Howard. It's be cold, I think. Stuffing up all my brain cells. So little brain cells, the grey cells.
But how's the Samba van coming on, Horlixs? You finished now?
No, I'm only on issue 98, I think I'm doing next week.
Not happy with that.
I can't remember. I think it's 98. Let me have a look.
Your last one was 97 because I recorded that as well.
Yeah. So 98 this week. Yeah, it's going all right. I mean, the doors are a bit funny.
PV8 there.
Yeah, but will that not correct itself when you get other parts on it?
Well, that's what I'm hoping. But I've put the back end on, and now it's made the frame really quite solid, but the door's just not moving. But they're only like little metal hinges. So I think once it's all done, I might be able to manipulate them a bit and then try and get a better fit. But I mean, I want to do it now, but it's best not to because I'll wait till it's done and then I know, just in case the roof fixes it or.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, then once that's done, it'll just be the Ferrari 3 I'm building, and then that'll be it for Partworks, I think, for me, because then I'll just be doing like the old plastic kit, and I just haven't got the space for them.
Well, I'm doing once I get everything sorted, and I've got the Nissan Skyline to start.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Doing that for my son.
Oh, you're doing the Fast and Furious, aren't you?
Yeah, we soon got. I've done the Dodge Charger for him.
Yeah.
And when the Skylight come out, he said, "Oh, I'll get that, Dad. Can you do that one for us?" I said, "You buy it, I'll do it."
I know, yeah.
So, what do you think about the bonnet stripe gate?
I've never looked at it yet, so it's come and it's been just packed away, ready for we're moving.
I think it looks brilliant.
Getting packed. I think, I think people just go on and on about things. As far as I'm concerned, I'm building the car. As long as Rob's happy with it, that's it. It's a car. It's a car and it's got stripes on.
Yeah, I think it looks quite good. I like it.
What's supposed to be wrong with it anyway?
Some people are saying it's the too purple.
Oh, right, the colouring. Right.
Yeah, but how many cars did they use in the film?
Yeah.
So there might have been variations on the colour and anyway, even in the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I would have thought so, yeah.
Yeah, and there's always sun damage.
Yeah.
That works for all cars, doesn't it? Don't polish it, it's up here. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you had the same car, probably same colour, but I bet there's a variation on the colour somewhere.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, but I've seen it, like the front end, it looks quite good. I like it. I'd like to do that one, but
So I've never really had a look at it, as I say, because I've got two. I've got the first pack, and I've got the second pack, and I haven't even opened the box of the second pack. I've just put
You always
everything.
get people whinging though, don't you, at the beginning of a new build?
Yeah, well, it's the same as when that Lancaster came out. People were whinging about the wings, but if it was a prototype, they were looking at.
yeah. Oh,
Then they started going on about the propellers going the wrong way. But hang on, you were using a test board, not the proper circuit board.
Yeah, that's true.
we got Todd saying, no, Eric saying, hey, it's Todd's. Todd saying hi to Eric. And we've got Snowy in, New Famous Show. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
No way.
How are you, mate?
Hi, feminist.
Yeah. Nice to see you. And Eric says, hey to Fenris. Oh.
So these going to glue together, flipping out. Those going to be fun getting them stuck together.
God, come on. It's only plastic.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Made of plastic. It's fantastic. Oops.
You can drill me. No, you can drill. No, that doesn't sound right.
It'd be good if it came out. Oh. I might as well tighten the wheel up if I can, but it's getting the sensors out.
No, whip them off, Dave. Get some motors installed.
Yeah.
Turn it into an RC. So new friend Snowy says, hey mate. Oh no, we've done that one. He's doing good. Thank you. Cool, that's good to hear.
Doing
good. Todd says, you can brush my hair and dress me everywhere. I think it must be on one of your top albums, isn't it?
What? Joe's gone through anyway. Good. Come on.
I'm a bit too far to do all of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it a night now, guys.
Well, thank you ever so much, John, for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me on.
No, welcome. It's nice to see you. Catch up.
See you again sometime, all right, mate?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. Thank you, John.
Yeah, guys.
So,
see you, mate. Bye.
Take care now.
Bye, John.
you.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Right.
Oh, as tight as that. Come on. There we go.
It says laugh out loud. Todd says that's a line in the song, you fool. No, I know.
Yeah.
There's a bit of balance. Todd says, see you, John. Great to see you on the panel.
Certainly is.
Yeah, it's nice to catch up and see what it's been up to.
Nice somebody new come on the panel.
Yeah.
Well, I say new. He's been on before.
Yeah.
A while ago.
I must have been off that night.
Oops.
You might have been, actually.
So that's where
Actually, I think it was back when it was the NMB.
No, the model builders, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my on go?
3.
I'll have a bit of oil on that one.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Dear, oh dear.
Why are you
Whatever
singing?
you want, we want some of that tonight.
Why are you singing Bangles songs?
Because the shaking of my pot reminded me of the
Looking like the Egyptian.
yeah, walk like an Egyptian. That'd be a good thing stream actually. We could do like a model and craft bands, and we have to like
It's going.
make percussion out of something on your bench.
It's going. Come on. Keep going. That's better. A wee bit more. And a wee bit more. Not going to risk getting any more than that. That'll do. Right. So, we just put this on the thingamajig and
Yeah, I've
see
messed up a bit really.
Oh, yeah?
With not with this. With my, I'm starting a. I started the other day my plane. Oh, I don't know what stream it was on now. I think it was on the Show's Crafty Corner or Terry's Little History. But I started building this Nat Yellow Jack.
Yeah.
So I've got some of the bits glued on, and I'm quite happy with it. I've done it with the landing gear down because it's not going to be flying. I want it to just sit on the side. At the moment, it's coming out all right, but I've not primed it yet. That's fine. I've done the landing gear, the front wheel, which was tiny, but that's gone in all right. Glued all that together. That can be primed and painted. Well, I didn't think, and I put the decals on in the cockpit.
All right.
So, how am I supposed to prime that now?
Mask them off.
Well, yeah, but they're so small. It's 176. No, sorry, 172.
172. Can you oh god.
I just didn't think about it. I thought, oh, I know. I'll get that installed before I glue this lot together. I mean, I might be able to mask it off, or I could just, even if it's just rough, I guess. But also, I've got the front control panel as well, and I'll put the decal on that.
Right, so come down on that one. That's not so
Not
bad.
that the decals are actually much cock because they're they're not sticking very well on there.
Get some oil in there if we can.
I'm looking forward to getting some yellow on this, and I think what I'm going to take a leaf out of Terry's book, and I'm going to prime this, and then I'm going to spray it black,
Yeah.
then silver,
Don't know. Yep.
then yellow,
Yep.
and then I'm going to scrape out the detail lines.
I'll add that on there then as well.
So why do you not just prime it black?
Oh, I could do that as well. Yeah, I haven't got any black primer, so I'm just trying to save some money. But yeah, I mean, either way, but I'm thinking black, silver, yellow. If yellow goes over silver, okay. Or just go straight with the black and then the yellow, and then just so I can scrape out some of the detail lines and try and get that effect. I mean, it's a cheap set. It cost me £3, so I'm not bothered if it goes wrong. I just want to practice the method and see how I get on with it. You know, I'd rather do it on something like this than like a Bedford, for example, and then completely mess that up.
Right.
So
The thing
I
is-
want to try and
The thing is, you can then, if you did mess up, you can then use that model as for practicing on.
yeah.
You know, as what they call it, well, a thing so you can respray it anytime you want, just practice spraying on and stuff like that. I think there's a special name for it. People call it, I can't remember what it's called.
But yeah, I think I want to use it as like a little practice.
Still a bit low, isn't it?
Little practice kits to try different techniques and
A bit further in.
Basically, a model you're not bothered about, you can practice, use it if you want to try weather and wet. You know, even if it got sprayed 100 times and all that, while trying weathering techniques and all that.
yeah.
It's just part somewhere.
What's happened, Dave?
I just need to get the screw in a bit further if I can, but it don't want to go in any further. It's not coming off, it's just not as in as far as I would like it. Right, so yeah. Apart from the wood caps that keep dropping off, got some suspension that actually works.
See,
Don't come knocking if my van is rocking. Yep. It's all right.
Dave, you're going to put a black and white cat in it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Postman Bob, Postman Bob, Postman Bob, and isn't.
yeah, you could have a postman in there, couldn't you, with a blue hat called Pat?
Early in the morning, just as his moon was rising.
Are you
No, you need a postman in there, and you call him Geordie.
Bugger off!
Yeah, Geordie, delivering the post.
No, because it'd have a bike rack on the back for his bike.
Yeah. Yes.
I would, yeah. So,
Well, they pick on Geordie again, do you?
yeah.
I'll leave the screen.
You
I'll
do
do
it.
it.
Why don't you want to be a postman?
I used to be a postman, man.
Oh, you did? Oh, of course, yeah.
Did it. What I just said to dear, I've been in one of them vans. And when we had the Dodge, I was in a Dodge van and I was delivering, we're doing money deliveries.
Yeah.
We won in the post office picking up the money and somebody bloody blew the bloody doors off the van. Tried to freaking nick the nail. Daft buggers, they didn't watch it properly. We had it in the post office, we hadn't come out.
Are you going to have like some little mini parcels made and put in the back?
That's a good idea, yeah. Why not? Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Get you to print out some little letters.
You could have some post parcels in the back being transferred from the Eddy to the post van.
Yeah, you could actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's called Postman Pat, not Postman Dave.
Yeah. Unless you know the road version that I do, and they call him Postman Bob.
Right. Oh, that was the builder, Bob. Bob the builder.
No. It's Postman Bob.
So they've changed.
I don't know what you're on about, Dave, to be honest.
No, it's all right.
Oh, stay off the rude ones there. You're a bit young, Horlixs.
I've never heard of Postman Bob before.
Oh, that's good.
I've heard of the film. Is it to do with the film?
Film?
Yeah. No.
So
it was that film, you know, Rita, Sue and Bob or something.
No.
Oh, I love that film. Rita, Sue and Bob too. Set in Bradford.
No. It's got nothing to do.
How long, guys, how long are you planning on staying for? Because New Feminist wants to join us.
That's all right.
I'm just trying to work out how long you want to go for.
I'm married.
Right,
I'm on night shift tomorrow, so I'm...
Yeah, I'm just doing some editing.
I'm going to leave in about half an hour, so...
Yeah. You're more than welcome to, but bearing in mind we'll probably only be half hour or so it's up to you. But yeah, you're more than welcome if you want to pop in. We don't. It's work day tomorrow, so we don't go on for 7 hours on a weekday.
No, we can't do that one.
As much as I would absolutely love to. But no, we're on for half hour, so it's up to you, mate. If you want to, then you're well welcome. The link is it is pinned. 34.
You can't get that in there.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, he says.
It's starting to look like a beer window.
Oh, it's running away from me. Come on, get in there. Don't run away. There we are. Come on, get in there then. Might as well have that one in as well if we can. Oh. I'll push it up to my cup. It might not go as far. Come on. Oh, it's dropped out again. Come on. Get in there. No, it's not going to get in there. Go on. I need 5 or 6 hands here, but I'm getting there, I think. Oh, we have somebody come in.
Yeah. Hello, welcome.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Yeah, I know it's a work day for me too. I was sitting in the shed flipping through YouTube, and I was like, oh, the English crew's on. Cool.
Yeah, we do this. Well, with this, I mean, we normally do this show like once a fortnight, but we of late we're we're gonna go. Like I did a test stream. When was it? Was it Monday? We went out. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bit like the hangout thing that seems to be quite good at the moment. Everyone joins everyone's streams, and I go on people's streams, and it's just sort of return the favour, really. But it's great. I love it.
Oh yeah, I always have fun with it. I always have fun with the Sunday stream that Dragon Lover and I do.
Yeah, I love
I
that
always
one.
have fun with it.
Yeah, that Sunday was mad because I was on Michelle's Crafting Corner in the morning. Then obviously I come over to yours and Connie's, and then before I knew it, it was like 11 o'clock or whenever it was, and 10, and I'd been sat at the computer all day.
Oh yeah, Dragon. I talked to her that Monday. I was like, "It was a great stream," and she's like, "Yeah, I can't believe how long I sat at the bench." What do you mean? She goes, "Well, I was on Michelle's Crafting Corner at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning." She goes, "I didn't get off until like 10 o'clock or something like that." I think she said she got up East Coast time, and I was like, "Oh my God, child!" It was like, "You're a glutton for punishment today." She goes, "Yeah." And I was flipping through YouTube, YouTube earlier today. Was just like, "Oh man." I won't go into it, but there's a whole lot going on, as y'all know.
Yeah. So yeah, how's your day been anyway?
Oh, it was good. I had some work. Well, I went to work and pretty much played around, and then came home, and I was just like, I want to do something. I was like, let me get out of the shed and play.
Yeah.
Try and get these walls knocked out. God knows I have enough of them.
Yeah, I'm saying you going to get some more, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I've got 3 boxes worth that I'm going through right now. There's probably, I think there's, what is it, 8 or 10 plates that are in here. 1, 2.
Wow.
There's like 14 sprues worth of wall to a box.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm in my last one now, but I've still got a whole tote full of walls that I've primed. I just haven't even done the detailing in them. Although I was talking with the guys over here about Terry Senior, saying I want a couple of the Kiss My Butt, the Kiss My Butt stickers.
Yeah.
And I want to get the decals in 1/48 scale, and I'm gonna stick them on some of the walls on my modeling terrain. Because when I take them to go game and stuff like that, nobody will know who it is, but they'll see it and they'll ask about it, and then might drum up some more people for the community.
Yeah,
definitely. No, it's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh. They're all jeans.
Come on, my fingers were at whack.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether or not I'm actually going to be able to paint, because my carpal tunnel's acting up today. I had a massive case of the dropsies at work. I think I dropped a pair of electrical lineman pliers about 3 or 4 times from about 8 feet up in the air on a ladder. Thankfully, nobody was underneath me.
So watch out below,
Yeah, I usually, when I feel my hands going bad, I pretty much look around and go, headache. Everyone's like, what? And about that time, it hears thunk as the side cutters hit the floor, and they're like, oh, that's what you mean by headache. It's like, yeah, don't look up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come over to New cameras there, and let's have a look and see. Look at that detail on there.
Yeah, fantastic.
What's that for?
So what are you building, Ferris?
Oh, this is one of the tabletop miniature walls from Games Workshop.
Wow.
Just doing all the painting detail. Let's see, do I have one that's unprimed? Basically, they start out like that.
Gosh.
And really, the only part of it that's airbrushed is the primer and the silver.
Everything's hand painted.
Yeah, everything else is hand painting.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I love the way the rust effect came out.
Yeah.
That's like 3 different paints and then that stuff. Basically rust in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I stumbled across this from the modeling crowd, and it's basically all this is all my rusting effects. It's where'd it go? It's typhus corrosion, which is a technical paint, which is the dark brown, and it's got like a little bit of gritty sand in it. And then I've got 2 different oranges that I use, and then that rust effect. And it
That
comes
is
out
amazing.
comes out fun.
It's so pleasing to the eye. I love that. I could just look at that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've got enough to probably do probably a 4-foot by 10-foot board right now.
Mm.
Wow. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the see what a meter is. What, 3 feet or a yard?
3 inches. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
So yeah, it's probably just over probably 3.5, 4 meters by a meter.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Todd in there says, yeah, that looks fantastic.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing.
So,
I had to turn my air conditioning on. Mother Nature's off her meds again. It's what is it here today?
Air conditioning, we don't have that over here.
Yeah.
Air conditioning over here means open a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
Well,
it means you sit in the car.
Unless you've got a car. The car's have them, but
Well, yeah. Around here for that we have what we call it 260, 2 windows and 60 miles an hour.
hang on a photo over there, you just could only do 55.
Yeah.
double nickel, yeah.
Well, I was in the States in 81 and all the roads said 55.
No, a lot of them are still. A couple of them have gone up to 70 miles an hour. Usually out away from the cities, and it's usually 55, 55, 65, depending on the actual highway and that.
Suppose it's a wagon, is it? It restricted to 55?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I say in the 80s when I was over there, as I said, we went down there from Ork down from Ork. My dad drove from Little Rock down to Florida, and most of the roads were the highways were 55 there. So
yeah,
they must have changed it over these, the years.
Some of the highways may still be that, but I know, like around me, there's areas that are 65, 70 miles an hour. Of course, nobody pays attention to the posted speed limit. I mean, the highway I take to and from work is actually 55. If if you're not doing at least 10 to 15 miles an hour over, you're getting run over by everything, including big rigs, 18-wheelers and that.
Good God, yeah.
They're not restricted over there, the big rigs.
They're restricted to 55-footers or 53-foot trailers.
But they've not got a speed restriction.
Not really. It's just whatever the speed limit is around the area.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the posted speed limit is, is about it.
Yeah, it's restricted over here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, what you mean the actual engine, actually what it can do.
So the speed over here, they're restricted, aren't they, the wagons and the buses now?
62.
Yeah, 62. The ECUs are actually programmed so they can't go more than that, even if you wanted them to.
Yeah, 62 mile an hour for a truck and 70 for a coach.
Oh, okay.
Coach can still do 70. They haven't restricted that.
As far as I'm aware, yeah. Don't know. I don't know much about the
I mean, as I say,
modern law.
my dad was the coach driver, and he died in 2016, and he packed in driving about 10 years before that. So you're talking about 2006 when I was last talking to really. My dad drove coaches, so to know what the speed is now.
Yeah.
I was about the same.
I think the speed for a coach now is 60 miles per hour on a motorway.
60 is it? Goodness. Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's because of the size. You know, it depends. It all depends on the vehicle, and the stopping time for the vehicle now. So it all goes on the size, and anything over a certain tonnage, they are restricted to 60 miles an hour on the motorway because of the stopping distance.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's some that, I guess, the 18-wheeler or the tractor trailers, there's some, depending on how they're loaded down, take almost a NFL football field, 100 yards or more to go from speed to a dead stop. And that's downshifting and hitting the brakes very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
I actually saw one. They have over here on some of the rigs, they have what they call stage 3 braking, which is I think it's a button on the dashboard. I would have to talk to a friend of mine who is a long haul trucker, but it locks all 18 wheels and locks the trailer hub so the trailer doesn't jackknife.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen an 18-wheeler hit that one time because somebody decided to be stupid and brake check them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulled in front of them and then hit the brakes hard.
Not good.
No, usually when they do that, they're picking them up with a sponge off the motorway.
Yeah.
Because those things.
If you're in a smaller vehicle, you wouldn't do that because you know it's going to win.
Oh yeah. They'll just run right over the top of it.
Yeah.
Problem in the UK is the laws change so often; it's very hard to keep up.
Yeah.
So a long while since I was a coach driver. A long while.
Yeah.
I don't drive, so I don't have to put up with that.
I've been driving since I was 16, and the first car I ever had, I absolutely missed that car. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, it was my favorite car. My father, rest his soul, worked for a car dealership and found a 69 Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, nice.
That was a one-owner car. The father bought it new in '69 and kept it in the garage. And his daughter traded it in on it was a 1985 or 86 Mustang Fox Body 5.0.
Yeah.
And my dad got a hold of it, and that was what I learned how to drive in. Well, my father also worked for, my father's boss also owned NASCAR racetracks, and we have one here in Charlotte. And when my dad told his boss what he was doing, he was getting the car for me, he told him, he says, you take Billy Boy out to the speedway, give him the keys and tell him to blow it out of his effing system.
Yeah.
Said he has full reign of the NASCAR straightaways, but he can't use the high banks, because the car's not built for it. And at 16 years old, I had that car up to 155 miles an hour.
Wow.
And absolutely scared the crap out of myself.
Yeah.
Because it was manual brakes, and I had to literally stand up in the seat to get the car to stop so I wouldn't go up the high bank.
Wow.
But I would love to find another car like that. But to find a classic car like that nowadays is almost next to impossible.
Like the route of like a barn find, isn't it? Or
yeah, it's almost you have to find it where
it was good that you were able to get that experience at that age to run.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, on my 18th birthday, my dad got me driving experience in I'm trying to think. At the time, it was the not the NASCAR Winston Cup series, or it was the Infineon series, which is a step down from them, and the cars are running 150, 160 miles an hour on that track. It was non-restrictor plate racing, but we actually got to drive a NASCAR spec vehicle on the track.
Wow.
Through the high banks and everything, and that was the greatest experience.
Yeah.
I grew up in NASCAR country. I mean, I live probably 45 minutes from where most of the NASCAR racers have their motor shops and everything.
Yeah. So you're still a big NASCAR fan?
Not so much. I lost my father about 6 years ago now, and it's hard to go to a race and not look up at because he was always up in the VIP suites with the owner, who passed away 2 years ago now at like 93. He was 93 years old. But he, it was always hard not to, to go to the race and not go up and say hey to my dad and the owner of the track.
Yeah.
So it kind of, it was a fun time. I always had fun at the track because I pretty much I knew what areas I could go to as a fan, but then I knew some areas that I could go to take photography, and knew the in-house security, so I could get away with it so long as I wasn't around the official sanctioned body areas and that.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But I could go on, if I had the passes, I could go actually onto Pit Road, behind the wall where all the teams come over the wall and that. And it's almost like watching kart racing or Formula One, where you see them come into the pits and they get, fuel and tires and all that. We could actually stand probably 50, 60 feet from these cars.
Yeah.
And watch them put fuel in and everything like that.
Wow.
And I almost got busted by the sanctioning body one time, taking a picture of the one female driver, Danica Patrick, when she was driving for GoDaddy. I leaned over the wall with about 5 guys from the media and snapped my picture. And right as I was leaning back, the NASCAR official looked back and saw me. He goes, "You're not supposed to lean over the wall." And I looked, I was like, "Oh, sorry, didn't know."
Yeah.
I turned around and one of the security guards is standing there looking at me going, "Really, Billy? Really?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
David
Right.
Bassett.
Sorry, I'm going to go on, Horlixs.
Oh no, I was just going to say David Bassett saying hi, hi to everyone, and
Oh, dear.
a late
Hi, David.
evening to
Hey, David.
and all of that.
Hi, David.
Yeah, and evening to Mark and Geordie Dave.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
He says in the UK, new vehicles should be fitted with limiters as follows: buses and coaches, including minibuses, 60 mile an hour, and for commercial vehicles in England and Scotland with a maximum laden weight of 7.5 tons and above, the maximum motorway limit is 60 miles an hour. Yeah, and then Todd says the fastest I've ever drove was 160 in my supercharged 2001 BMW 330i on some rural road at night. What the F was I thinking?
God, yeah.
Oh, I did that. I did that in my early 20s. I had a katana style motorcycle frame that I had a 78 Electra Glide Harley motor on, and got clocked by a state trooper doing 155 or 150 at one point on windy country roads at like 2 a.m.
Oh,
And I didn't know it until a couple months later. It was actually a state trooper that I knew personally who actually hit his lights and tried to follow me.
yeah.
Yeah, he lost it on a set of S curves and ended up in a cornfield.
Oh.
And didn't really radio out. He just pretty much called the end of pursuit and was like, "Yeah, I'm out. Don't bother coming looking for him. I'm giving him the grace of karma to catch him sooner or later on his own somewhere."
Yeah. God.
Because
Right.
those roads, I can't even think of an equivalent in England, but it's windy country road, 2-lane road with like old oak trees on either side of the road that are,
Yeah.
15, 20 inches across.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to go down, that would be I think this is a person. I'm not really sure. It just looks like hamburger meat on the roadway.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, there won't be a lot left, will there?
Right,
No.
guys, I'm going to call it a night because it's like 20 to 11. I'm getting really tired. So,
Okay, man.
love you and leave you. And I'll catch up tomorrow on the end of the stream. So, good night from me, guys.
Okay,
All right, good night.
Yeah,
No.
night, Mark. Thank you.
No problem.
We'll turn the lights off.
I drove
Thank you.
a Jag 120 mile an hour.
Yeah.
We
That's
made,
insane, man.
we made dad's jag. When I was 18, we had to give us a go with his dad's jag, and I raced the thing. No license neither. Naughty boy then.
Yeah.
I suppose, well, we've all been down that road, I suppose, one way or the other, haven't we?
Trouble is, I failed my test because of my eyesight, and I disagreed with it, so I just bought a car and just carried on driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to wait. Do you know I got to wait with it for about 20 years? Then I give up. I says, I'm not taking the risk anymore because the police around here started getting these thingies in the cars so they can track you on your registration plate. I says, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yep, I was a naughty boy. Thing is, I love driving, and as I say, when I got failed on my eyesight, and I said, "Fuck this, I'm driving."
Yeah. Actually, that bike at the time wasn't technically legal to even be on the road. I was blowing the motor out because it'd been sitting for so long that I needed to break the seals back in, but I had no turn signals, no headlight, no tail light on it. The tail light and headlight was basically a torch that I painted red for the back of the bike. So if I hit the brakes, you wouldn't know I was hitting the brakes because it wouldn't light up. Hence why I went out at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it was all backcountry roads by where I lived, and I knew them like the back of my hand. I mean, I'd ridden my 10-speed and whatnot on them all the time, and it was kind of on the edge of the major city of Charlotte, but there's a small municipality that's right there too, and I knew all the police officers. And that was the roads I was running because I knew they wouldn't come after me. They just, if they wanted to be bad about it, they knew where I lived. They just show up at the house. They go, don't be silly, quit doing that. Don't come through town. And I was like, okay, yeah, fine. No problem. But I didn't expect to have the state highway patrol come after me.
Yeah.
And one of the officers did come by the house, and I asked him, I was like, what city officer decided to turn his blue lights on over on the one road? And he's like, oh, it wasn't any Pineville boys, it's just the two of us working tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so sheriff's department? He goes, no. And I was like, oh God, no. It wasn't a state boy, was it? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh. And they kind of really wouldn't tell me anything about it because they were still, at that point, it was still under investigation of how he lost control of his car and everything. I found out about it. Like I said, I knew the officer in question. And once the bike was legal, I had it out for a little bit before I sold it. And I was at a archery store where I would shoot archery. And he showed up before he got off duty, saw the bike out front and asked the owner who the bike belonged to. And he saw my helmet, and I had a custom painted racing helmet.
Yeah.
And that's when he put two and two together. And I was like, so am I going to get a ticket for, 55 miles an hour or 155 and a 30? He goes, no, because the statute of limitations has already expired last week on it. So I throw the book at you, but there's no point at this point. I was like, well, just so you know, that bike will never do that again, because that night I absolutely scared the pants off myself
Yeah.
because I didn't know the bike would do it.
Yeah.
You know, Harley Davidson motorcycles are extremely heavy motorcycles.
Yeah.
And I put it on a frame that was probably, hazard to guess, I think it was like maybe 300 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And it was still geared for, you know, a 400 or 500 pound bike. So
obviously a lot less weight.
Oh, a lot less weight and just as much torque for the big bike, but
yeah,
didn't have the weight that it needed to push to speed. So it took off like a rocket ship.
Yeah, I remember my next door, where I used to live, my next door neighbour, he had a nice big Triumph. And he says, would you like to come for a ride on the back of it? Well, where I used to live, we had the A69, which is a dual carriageway, which runs east to west. He hit that and he opened the thing up. I crapped myself on the back of it. He said he'd done around 120 on it. I said, flip it out. Never again, not on the back of a bike.
Yeah.
You've got no control. You're just sitting there.
Oh, yeah. I used to love watching superbike racing, and that one of my favorite races, if I could catch the highlights of it, was the Isle of Man TT.
Yeah.
And watching those guys fly down those roads, and I'm just like, they're doing a couple 100 kilometers an hour on like roads that were like horse and buggy style roads. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all must have kahunas of absolute bronze and steel, because
exactly,
there's no way I could ride at those. I mean, at breakneck speeds on those tiny roads. And there's one spot that I would love to set up and take photography of, where they come down the hill, and it's almost a chicane where the building kind of sticks out in the road.
Yes. My stepfather's got a picture of that, because he used to look to go across to watch that.
Yeah.
Got a picture of the bikes or not. Fantastic.
Yeah. And it's at the base of a hill, but the way the road sits, or the way the building sits, it's like 4 feet into the roadway. So you literally have to come down and swing around that building. And I'm watching these guys. And I was like, if they miss their mark by millimeters, they're eating that building.
They've had it, yeah.
I've watched some of it, but I've watched this. I've seen it. I don't know if you have it over there, but there was. I don't know if you saw it, Dave. There was a series. I can't remember what it's called now, but James May built a bike out of Lego. No, out of Meccano.
Oh, right. No, I didn't see that one.
It was an electric bike out of Meccano. His aim was to do the Isle of Man TT race circuit on this Meccano made powered bike.
Oh my god!
Absolutely brilliant it was. I think it was called Boys and Their Toys or something. It's a YouTube series.
I do, because he's done a few things on it. He actually they built a Spitfire. They've got a Meccano set. They somehow made it an Airfix set, full size Spitfire.
That's right. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, that would.
It was on the Sprue and everything. It was on the Sprue and everything.
Yeah.
James May.
Spitfire is a beautiful, beautiful plane.
Yeah.
It's called. I think it's James May's Toy Stories, and I think it's actually on.
Might be on
YouTube.
Usually there is some on YouTube from James May. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fantastic show. Here we go. I'll share a screen. This is just some of the. This was the Meccano bike. and he actually did the Isle of TT in it.
Good God.
An actual working bike.
Good
He had a few
God.
problems with it on the way, but you'll have to watch the series. It's brilliant. So he did that
brilliant.
one. Then he did, that's the Spitfire.
Yeah. I'll do it in
nice.
plastic, full size.
Full size plastic model kit one. He did, I don't know what that one is, but there was also, the Great Train Race.
Yeah.
So they built a model 00 gauge railway from one village to another to represent a railway line that was shut, and they put it was a 00 gauge, and they laid track. I don't even know how many miles it was now.
And I think, did he do a Scalextric thing around Brooklyn?
Yeah, he did a Scalextrics one.
I was about to say, is that the one that did the Scalextrics?
Yeah, right.
From Scalextrics headquarters down through the parking lot across where one of the old it was an old racetrack or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first racetrack that was ever out, I think Brooklyn was.
Okay. I remember seeing that, and I thought it was the coolest thing that they did that. I was just like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine the layout that they had to do for that.
Yeah, that was good. They did the bike. They did the plasticine one. Not sure what that one was. I didn't see that. They did the Lego, where they built a full-size house out of Lego.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Absolutely loved that one. That was awesome. I actually had an upstairs and everything, and they were in there having a chat on the sofa, on the Lego sofa. I think it'll be on YouTube. It's called James May's Toy Stories.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember seeing some of them.
Yeah, that's the Lego house.
Oh wow.
God.
They did that really strange bridge thing, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And then his railway he did, because he's into his railways, and he had his Flying Scotsman, didn't he, with the realistic chuffing sounds. What an amazing things. Yeah, this was the railway one, and he actually did two of these. He did the one series, and he did one series and another series because his Flying Scotsman died just before the end. So he fixed it up, and he came back and did it again. And that was him on his bike, and he had what's his name with him? I can't remember his name.
One of his co-stars off Top Gear.
No, the one that was in the bike with him. I can't get this picture any bigger.
Yeah, something I'm hoping to do sometime between now and midsummer is get my end gauge layout back up and running. Because I've got two different steam locomotives that are U.S. steam locomotives that I absolutely adore. One of them actually has the sounds and everything with it.
I like the old Wild West locomotives. What you had, the old Wells Fargo ones. What you see in the films.
Yeah, actually, I've got a Union Pacific 484. Oh, there she is. Oh.
Pretty grabbing that. Dale was in saying, "Wow, still going, dudes. Hey, snow."
Yeah.
Dale says, "Dave, yes, that paintwork is looking awesome, bud."
It looks all right through camera, but it is matte. but it's a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, no, it's good. Dutch Dave says same program, 111 Spitfire. Yes, it says that was crazy. Yeah, I've not seen that one yet. I need to see that one.
I need to look that one up. Definitely. Yeah, there's that steam locomotive.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Oh, do you know what? I absolutely love trains, and
yeah, that's the N scale 1/160th of the 484 from Union Pacific. It actually does excursions now through Wyoming and that. But the designation they get, it's 4 wheels in the front, 4 drive wheels for 8, and then the two trailing wheels in the back.
Wow.
The one I want is the articulated one that they have out now. The Challenger company by the name of Broadway Limited has brought it out, and it's one of the first N scales that I know of that actually has the a working smokestack.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely brilliant model, and I want to put my hands on it, but I don't know if the radius that I run on my layout will allow me to run that locomotive. Because it's such a long locomotive, even in 1/160th scale.
Do you run your trains DC, digital control?
Oh yeah, they're DC. Yeah, no, mine are all DCC. They're all digital control, digital command control. I don't actually have any DC locomotives left. The last DC locomotive I had was a Mini Tricks that I got. Oh god, probably 25 years ago, and the chassis broke on it, so I ended up having to throw it out because it was an aluminum chassis and there was no way to fix it. It had split right down the middle, and unfortunately, Mini Tricks does not make that locomotive anymore.
So have you always done N-gauge?
Yeah, I did N-gauge over HO or double O just because of the size constraints that I had at the time. I wanted something small that I could, do a small layout and be able to take it down and put it back up whenever I wanted. And the layout I have now is
where's my glass gone? There it is.
Oh,
William still there? Has he gone? Lost his sound.
Oh, I lost sound.
yeah, I think he's doing something.
Just keeps putting up problems. Does this build? It's window fell out.
okay. Sorry about that. My headset just decided to crap out on me and it shut off, so I just plugged it in.
That's all right.
Battery.
Yeah, well, it's my backup headset. It's my original streaming headset. So it hasn't really been charged because I don't use it that often. But I left the one that I use for my Sunday stream up in the house tonight.
I love trains, and you just got to have the space to put them. I mean, I'd love a garden railway. I've seen a lot of them where you actually run it around the garden into a shed and make it. Oh, it looks amazing.
Oh yeah, the garden scale is 1/48 scale or something like that. It's basically O gauge.
Yeah,
but they're designed to go outside. That's why they call them garden.
Yeah.
The one I would absolutely love to do something like that with is the live steam locomotives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that are in that 148 scale. But you don't see many of those around. And when you do, holy, the price tag on them is just, I mean, I cringe. There's two I'm looking at right now that are roughly $500 US that are DCC. And I'm kind of like, I want it, but I can't justify that price tag on it right now.
Yeah.
There's one other one that I want that I saw that's I can't think of the actual railroad company that it's. I want to say, it's Norfolk Western, which was a train line that came by me with passenger service, and one of their locomotives. I like the look of the locomotive. It's also steam, but
yeah, they command a higher price, don't they?
Yeah, the one I really want, I would absolutely be smitten if I could manage to find a N scale, be it British N scale or regular N scale at 1/160th to 148, is the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah.
I've seen some, but by the time I've seen them, they've been gone, and I haven't been able to get in touch with the owner to buy them.
Yeah.
And nobody produces them anymore. I haven't seen many of them. But to find one in DCC is a rare find.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a message from my dad because he's got a train. We said this on another stream. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you said your dad had was it the
He's
train?
got one for me in his will. It's here we go. It's a Lionel HO00 gauge.
Oh.
It's from 1954.
Wait a minute. Lionel HO?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not. I know they did the O gauge. I did not realize they did a double O gauge one.
Apparently, that's what he's saying. Unless he's getting confused, he says it's a. Because I asked him about it a while ago, back in 2022. I've just found the message, and it's a Lionel, HO gauge. He had it for Christmas in 1954. He said he doesn't know about its rarity, but they went out of business years ago. And then
Lionel HO. I said the O gauge or 3-rail is still around, and one of my uncles had one as a kid, and my cousin got a hold of it after he passed away, and it was steel rails, but he doesn't know if any of it still works. And he can't find anybody up by him that knows anything of it. Well, there's a Lionel repair shop about 40 minutes from me where I could take it and see if it actually works.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to get in touch with him. Next time I go up, I plan on seeing if he'll let me have a couple pieces of the track and take it there and see if we can find a controller for it, because it's and it's not even a DC controller. It's an AC, alternating current controller.
That's right. Because that was his next message to me. He said, for God's sake, do not lose the adapter. You can't get them anymore. and it's American.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what condition it's going to be. I mean, the last time I remember as a kid, I've got vivid memories of him. You know, he used to get it out for a day and then it'd go away again, and he'd wrap every single individual piece of track in newspaper and the trains in newspaper. He'd pack it all away in these boxes, and yeah, that's in the loft somewhere. And that'll be mine. But I mean, I love trains, and I'd do it if I had space. But I mean, you know, what I don't understand about myself is that I can create, like, or help create, you know, I can design a Bluetooth mod for a frigging model, right, from start to finish, solder it all up, design the circuit boards, but I can't operate a train because I got a set. I can't. I got a set for the loft in an old property, right?
Yeah.
And it was just a box standard Hornby oval track. I bought all the track packs, so you had the other bit that come out here, and then the other bit that come out here, and then you had the bits that come out in the middle. Could I wire that up? Absolutely not. I'd connect up the power supply, because it wasn't DC or anything like that. And then if you like flick this point, you'd lose power here. And then if you flicked this point and that point, the train would go twice the speeds. And then if you flicked another one, it was just all a nightmare. And I ended up packing it away and selling it.
Yeah, that's actually what they, if you didn't have if you had let's see if I can, I know, I can pull the other camera up because I've got my DC controller over there.
So I'm guessing DC is better because you just run the same voltage throughout the whole track.
No, that's DCC. This is actually a DC controller, right there. Let me I got to flip my camera over.
Yes, like the twisty dart. Yeah, that's what I had. Forward, back, and then you can change the speed.
Yeah, that's a DC controller.
Right. So that's what I have there.
Yeah, I don't think I have. No, it's in a box somewhere at the back of the shed.
The DCCs, are they the one with like the bit that's got the screen on it and you put codes in it and stuff?
Yeah, that's a DCC. Trying to think where is God?
And then you can like program sounds to it and stuff, can't you?
Yeah, what it is, you can control. The locomotive has a little computer chip in it that pulls. It's basically almost like radio controlled. The track gets solid power, and then the computer chip in it regulates the speed from that. I do not see. I don't see it now. I thought I had it sitting in the box of Kato track, but I don't even see my box of Kato track right now. I really need to organize the backside of my shed. Oh, wait a minute. There's the Kato track. Is it in there? No, I don't know. It's in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
But actually, this is the stuff that I like is the Kato Unitrack. Let's flip my cameras back. Is that stuff?
Oh, right, yeah.
It's all one piece, and then instead of having to hook like the wires up to the rail joiners, they actually have actual connectors that have the wire that come out from underneath, and you can put it underneath your layout.
Right.
There's a YouTuber who lives right down the road from me, called DIY and Digital, who actually does Arduino and computer programmed DCC layout that is just absolutely brilliant. And he did one on a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of plywood. That's just basically a simple circle with 2 little sidings on it for like a business that he could pull up and unhook cars to and move cars around, you know, the bogies and everything around.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the things I'm getting into on mine. When I get the layout back up and running, because I'm such a big 40K Games Workshop miniature player, they came out with their new Epic scale, which is 8mm models.
Oh wow, look at them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those guys, they're scaled down version of the 35mm miniatures, but that scale puts it perfectly into 1/144th to 1/160th scale. There's the Space Marines. There's 5 of them on a base.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, that I started to, I was going to hand paint them, and I got to the point I was like, I can't.
God, blimey.
My hands aren't stable enough to do 1/144 anymore. And I'll show you the full size of one of those Marines. Is that right there?
God, there's a big difference in that, isn't there?
Literally the base with 5 standing on it fits inside the base of the other one.
That is mad. Hang on, I'm just gonna look at that.
Oh, just
That's a 20. It's a 25mm base as opposed to a 32mm base.
God, oh my God.
My chat's disappeared. Can you see the chat, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
My chat's disappeared.
Oh, that happened to Mark earlier, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one I've done, I've just got just to play with, was this one. I don't even know what it is actually, but
that's Cadian, the Imperial Army,
that's it.
or
That's better.
Oh, it's the Cadian Imperial Guard.
Oh, where's the? Oh, sorry, the thing's gone. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I have that model somewhere.
These were magazines we got. I think it was 40K or something, and we got artwork, and you got figures every week, and
every month you got a figure from it was White Dwarf.
This is my very
40K
first
model, 40K magazine.
This is my very first. Oh, the camera's crap. This was my very first attempt at one. So, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
But the camera's not playing ball. There we go.
Yeah, it's fun. Wants to keep focusing in on your hand. Actually.
Yeah, but right, let me go through some chat. I'm pretty much done here, guys.
Yeah.
Or off.
Yeah, when Lindsey Builds and everybody started doing 40K, I was like, don't blame me for y'all getting into 40K. Because watching him and Dave Sprue Glue, I was just like, I saw some of Sprue's stuff and I was just like, dude, I know you're in Nottingham. How far are you from Warhammer World? He's like, oh, it's across town. I was like, you need to take that model and go show it off there sometime. He's, oh, it's not that good. I'm like, no. It is that good. I've entered in some of their painting contests before. I was like, dude, from what I've seen on YouTube of modelers that have done Golden Demon, I was like, that is Golden Demon worthy. beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I was like, oh. And then Lindsey's Necron stuff that he did is just absolutely brilliant and beautiful.
Yeah, there's some really talented people about.
Talented. Well, and I've noticed a lot of them come from the modeling community. It's like, the amount of detail you put into your plastic cars, planes, and all that. I was like, the scale, going to a smaller scale like that, a lot of times you end up with a lot of detail. Actually, this is my other fun one. Where's the painted one? There it is. Here's another one that I was actually insane to hand paint. That's the full-size Imperial Guard tank.
Wow.
Okay. Now you see the detail on the sides and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the same tank in epic scale at 144.
Wow.
God.
Oh,
Crazy.
And I'm laughing so hard I can't hold my head still for it. It's just like, but yeah, the detail on the tank, it's like they took the full-size tank and shrank it down. I mean, the detail on the hatch on the roof is on the small one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh. But I got that new set because I liked the Forge World Titan so much. Which, where is he? Where's my painted one? Oh, there he is. And then you have one like this, that the full-size version is actually about 12 inches tall. But he fits in my hand, and it's the same detailing on that from the full-size one.
That's cool.
I mean, that model, I absolutely love it. And I've actually got a full-size version similar to this. It's an older pattern that they don't make anymore. But I absolutely love those things.
We've got, Dutch Dave says that was crazy. Yeah, that's the with regards to the toys thing. Dale says, hey to Dave. Dale says, too many days on stream, laugh out loud. Yeah. Dave, that's why he says, hi, Dave, and Dave.
Yeah.
Dutch Dave says, hi to Dale. Dale says, how's the layout going, Snowy?
Dale, it still looks like a hand grenade went off in the back of my shed. Flip cameras. You want to see the layout? Where's my mouse? There it is.
Just while you're doing that, Dale's asking if you can come on panel with that camera just to chat in the background, perhaps do your chat. Do you know what? Next time, yes. We're just about done. So I've got work tomorrow. So there's no point coming on. But definitely next time. If the link's in the description, you're welcome. Be nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just got to do this one little bit, then I'm done.
Yeah, there's the layout for you.
Oh, hang on, let's,
Oh my God.
a layout of stuff.
That's the layout. The pink foam in the back there, that's where the tunnels are.
Yeah.
At the very back wall. Yeah. No, the layout's trash. I haven't done anything with it in probably 3 weeks. And yeah, Dragon Lover pretty much got sick when she saw the shed. on Saturday. She'd come by to help me move some stuff, some mulch and stuff around the house. And yeah, she was not happy to see the condition of it.
What have you done?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave. Touch Dave. Nice and tidy. Hey, it's organized. I know where everything is. Some of it I can't get to because the walkway is blocked, but yeah, I know where everything is over there.
Well, it's like my garage at the minute. That's like that at the minute. I've got stuff all over the place, and it's like trying to do a bit to our old car as well. And God, blimey, it's just impossible, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to get organised. But I'm waiting for some better weather, really. I can sling things out of the garage and then, have a good tidy up. And
yeah, that's what I was looking at doing. Is I'm actually this weekend. I've already set a goal for myself to go through and organize all my bins of stuff, and a lot of those boxes are empty. They're just sitting there. So I'm planning on throwing them out. They're going in the rubbish bin whenever I could get around to actually sitting down and putting them in a rubbish bin.
So yeah, Dale says I missed my train layout. Just can't afford to switch to N-gauge. Dale says, yeah, can you come on panel? Yeah, I'd say next time you're more than welcome. Dale says, if I show you my workbench, you'll understand why. A bit messy, and issue viewers want to see it. And Dave says, nice and tidy, Fenris.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Yeah.
So, do you want to go around us? And
yeah, I think I've got work tomorrow, so I've got to dash. So I'm guessing are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's a shame it's not Friday night. Otherwise, I would be on a lot longer. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's all right. I'm still up for another couple of hours before I go to bed.
We'll leave you to it then, Geordie. You and Fenris.
No, I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to get some to eat and catch up on some news. I think I've done enough.
Get some supper and
I think I've done enough of getting that part of the day for the wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty late for y'all because I know it's almost 7:30 Eastern time, and y'all are 5 hours ahead of us right now.
Yeah, it's about 11:30. This is the latest we've ever gone on this show, so it's been great.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic.
Right, let me come over to you, Geordie, then. Let's see what you've been doing. Let's have a look.
Done all the windows, which go up and down, but I'm waiting for the glue to dry, so I didn't want to mess about with them.
No.
So that's sort of on the doll's house. That's the sort of bit that sticks out. So I'm getting this done for the wife.
Nice.
Nice.
It's coming along, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think this is the last I'll be to do this on the bench because everything now has got to be done on the house.
On the house, yeah.
And I'm not getting a house on this bench. It's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say if that's one of the bay windows, that's what 148 scale.
I wish I had it. I wish I could show you the camera, the size of it. There's a picture of it on the book.
I think it's 1/20th scale, is it?
Oh wow!
Yeah, see, the camera won't swing around enough to show you it over there. But what I'll do is next week I'll put a picture up and you're not used to it, are you?
Well, it depends.
It's about 3 feet by 2 feet. by 3 feet high.
Yeah, I can't swing my camera and have a look at it.
Oh god.
Yeah, there'll be other times, hopefully. Yeah.
But it's looking good.
Nice.
I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, you've done well on that, Dave.
Yeah. Cool. Right, well, I might as well just come to me because I'll be quick. This is just where I've got to diamond painting, so done a bit more up here.
Yeah, propeller. Yeah.
Just about to see it with the Spitfire.
Yeah.
So we'll turn that off and you can maybe see it a bit better. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming out right.
Coming nice now.
Still got a lot more to do though.
Good God, yeah, you have got a lot to do.
That was hours. That's hours of work. That's 7 hours on Connie's, Dragon Lovers. This is 2-3 hours on Michelle's.
Yeah.
The other night and tonight.
Yeah. That's
So,
a lot of work.
Let's see what you're up to, Dave.
You almost need to send that to Dottie Dotz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon have it done. Soon have it done. Right, so if you can remember, the back doors were off, so I put them back on. And I forget which wheel it was now. It was this wheel. The suspension didn't work, but now the suspension works. And basically what happened was the pin had come out of the shock absorber, and somebody tried to glue it down here somewhere, and obviously it didn't work. So, and anyway, it wanted a bit of oil on the front suspension and the steering, which I've done. And so it's all back up on its wheels. The only thing I haven't done, and that is getting these hubcaps back on. So they are a bit of a devil to get back on. You might have seen me messing around with them. But it's
back doors,
pardon?
Look at them back doors. It's even got the metal grills on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the handle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the anti-theft windows. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work for the post office years ago, and I remember their videos. I remember the grills being on the windows.
Yeah, and it's got the proper decals on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the E2R.
Nice.
So yeah, I've done a couple of other fixing jobs on it as well. The window fell out, and there's been bits dropping off it here, there, and everywhere, which I've glued on or re-put on. So yeah, I'm quite happy. So
good.
At least I can place it on a diorama now, and it's, you know, I can open the doors and all that.
No, you don't really. You want to broom it around the front room, didn't you?
Now you need to get someone. Now you need to get somebody to 3D print your postman so you can stand next to it.
Yeah, postman and some parcels and goodness knows what.
You need to do that, do you?
Oh yeah.
And a black and white cat that sit on a roof.
On the black and white.
Actually, I'll have to look for some prints of that. Well, where's that one? Oh,
I was going to say you could get some bubble wrap or something, tiny bits of bubble wrap, and then just encase it in like a carrier bag, and then just like make little parcels out of it, and then put a decal on it as a sticker.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
One of them days we used to carry the parcels in a grey sack.
In a grey sack?
Or a Hessian sack.
Uh-huh.
What grey sacks with the LGPO written on, and Hessian sacks with the LGPO written on.
Yeah.
And all the parcels used to be wrapped up there and hide into the back of the van.
Yeah.
And then
But yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So 1/12 scale, obviously, so you know it's quite big. It's quite a big model.
I had to do I could probably do that in. Probably do the 1/12 scale. I've got a STL file for a. Actually, it's the TARDIS, but the old British police phone boxes.
Yeah.
Don't tell my son Danno that. He loves the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah. Danno will be
Yeah.
asking you to print the TARDIS off.
Oh, when I get the the layout going, I've actually got, I printed off a bunch in N scale because there's a English pub right down from where I live. And they've got one of the old red phone booths.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Out front of it. And I was like, I wonder, it's like, oh, that's the right size for it. So I kind of took the measurements and put it in a slicer file that I have where I could figure out actual sizes.
Yeah.
And it'll give me the measurement in millimeters so I could put it on my printer. And I printed off a TARDIS. I've got probably 10 of them that I have laid out that I'm gonna stick around the layout in different places. See if people see it when the train goes by.
Yeah, and dot some phone boxes around and pillar boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it won't quite fit with the cityscape I'm doing because I'm doing a downtown Elmhurst, which is a town outside of Chicago that I grew up in.
Yeah.
So it's one of those when you see it, you'll be like, well, that's out of place for the United States. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute. That's a TARDIS.
So do you live near Chicago?
No, actually, I live in North Carolina. I live in Charlotte, which is southern United States.
I've been to St. Louis before.
Okay.
Come on, camera. The camera's not
Right. Let's come over and see Snowy, and then see what's. Have another look at this. Yeah, look at that.
I got that side done. That's about as far as I'm gonna take that one.
There's a lot of detail in.
Oh yeah, I just the 148 detail on this stuff is just insane. It's supposed to look like a starship.
Yeah.
There we go. It finally focused in.
Yeah.
It's got very. There's like It's got very like steampunk sort of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that gothic steampunk kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely. Right, cool. Well, sorry the time's been short now, but yeah, it's.
We don't see
no. I wasn't expecting y'all up at this time anyhow. I was surprised to find y'all on.
No, it's been
late for y'all there.
Pleasure to have you on with us.
Oh yeah.
Well, and yeah, it's been great to see John tonight as well. He was on the panel earlier, so we've been very privileged tonight. So thank you very much for joining us for a bit.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's been great fun.
When you back on again?
I'll be back on Sunday with Dragon Lover. Probably the only other. Really, it's the only time I can get on, just because so much craziness at the house going on and everything.
Yeah. Well, you've got goodness me, Thursday tomorrow, so can't even think what's happening tomorrow in our community.
We've got down tomorrow.
No, I'm not sure if Sprue's doing one tomorrow, or is it Friday? I can't remember when he does one. But it's either Sprue JC Bricks or someone else.
That's for Friday morning. It'll be 8 o'clock in the morning, or be 9 o'clock in the morning for us. So I'll actually be at work at that point in time. I'm usually on break when they go on.
Yeah. And Friday night then will be Alex with his camper. Is that correct?
Yeah, camper. Over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you got your Bedford on Saturday?
And we've got the Bedford on Saturday, but Saturday morning there'll be Michelle's Crafting Corner at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. And then, the Bedford on Saturday. Nice.
Wait, I'm holiday to see that. Michelle's Crafting Corner, because I'm always in bed. Because as I say, I do night shift. Oh, well,
I was
then
on
we-
the other Saturday. The Saturdays are hard for me because now I'm doing this diety thing. I need to food prep, and I'm just cooking all day Saturday. So, but I'll be on there as long as I'm invited, of course. I'll be on there hopefully Sunday morning. And then hopefully I'll join Connie and yourself on Sunday evening.
All right.
There's
Yeah.
a spot there. So yeah, it's always good laugh there. So
I can watch it, but I can't get on the bench because I'm getting my tea and sorted, ready to go to work.
Yeah.
It's great because I can Todd and all that. So I usually watch his show in the middle of the night when I'm on night shift.
Hobby Town Modelers, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a carer, so my job on night shift is pretty. I'm looking after one fella, and he's paralysed neck down over, and every 2 hours I've just got to turn him. So you're sitting watching the television, and as I say, that's usually rubbish. So I'm usually sitting watching Hobby Town Modelers, when they're on the early hours of the morning to me, but it'll be the afternoon to them.
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, that's it then. So that's a bit of what's coming up, and yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
Horlixs guys, thanks for having me on.
No,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
It was a lot of fun.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
No, it's been great. Very privileged to have you on. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the same for John's model making as well. It's nice to see him
Yeah.
live as well.
This one goes out every fortnight, so if you're around.
All
Yeah,
right.
this one's every fortnight, and then we're trialing it now where we just do random pop-up ones as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there might be some more, but obviously little history's on quite a lot as well. So
Yeah.
we'll see. It's just going to be a case of like if we're doing something, we might just pop a live up and see who's about. You know?
Yes,
It might
actually,
be-
that's what I was going to do today. Anyhow, I was thinking about doing a pop up, and I was like, I started looking at the time when I got down here and got started on stuff, but I was like, oh, nobody's going to be up on the UK crew. And then I saw you pop up, Horlixs, and I was like, oh, MCC's going. Huh? Okay, they're doing a late night tonight. Hope they don't have work in the morning.
Yeah, we've got but yeah, cool. Right. So yeah, I'll let you say whatever you're saying. I think we've all said it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so what you say? Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Lovely.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.
And there we go.
Thanks, guys.